All right. We narrowly missed it, but we are going to table number 27. We do have Uta versus Enel. We had Uta use its new event card real quick to just search for cards off the top without having to even lose any Dawn, which is
Dawn,
kind of
right?
nice.
That's the wild part about it. You're literally playing with 46 cards
Yeah.
in the deck, which is just insane to me. I mean, maybe a little less. Maybe that's not super accurate because you do try to fill in some of the film slots with non-film slots. I've seen like people try to get more 2Ks, some EZOs. I think you also try to like find some Don Quixote package stuff in there, but
Yeah, and at least like it's a situation where like you don't get the Dawn for free. Like if it had like the trigger effect in life, then it would be super broken, right? But if you hit it in life, it's kind of rough. But the other thing is that you are rewarded for running green events for your effects. And we have the dog on the board. Let me see those holy emotes in the chat.
Oh, busted. This is still I think this is still the most busted combo in the game right now.
It's
especially if you
pretty good turn too, 100%.
Oh yeah, just like if it gets a little worse when you don't find the dog and you have to play it out of your hand because now you're down 2 cards. But if you find it off the top and it's just a free body, Thunderbolt first check or second check, no first check. But say goodbye to Usopp. Rest in peace. It makes me wonder if like they should start running the 3 sword style. If they're gonna be willing to start running Usopps or maybe even in the future. I think there's more green. No, there's no green film stuff for a while, huh?
No,
all the future stuff's like red and purple.
But looks like we're gonna play the Brook and to play a Nami, which additionally,
and we have the one.
Yeah, that Nami's still very good.
So how does Uta's effect work again? It's when attacking. What are all the conditions?
It's just when attacking, you look at the top card of your deck. If it's a film card, you get to draw it. Otherwise,
and there's no need for Dawn commitment or anything.
One Dawn underneath it, yeah.
Okay, so one
Dawn commitment, that would be this card would be super broken.
That'd be nuts. Oh, that's good. In any film card, that there's a reason they made her only green. Giving her any kind of synergy with any of the other color film would be wild.
Let me see. Here, yeah. See, yeah, we can't do that. Yeah, we can't rotate that 100% because it's an easy like, why can't you switch it? Because
there's
cameras, yeah, because the cameras kind of look weird. I guess I could switch where they're located, but I can't do that. I'm sorry.
We're too deep.
Mr. Runner Up for North American Finals. I'll do a lot for you, but I can't switch this willy nilly.
Yeah, not for number 2.
Okay. Yeah, if Jonas asks me, it'd already be done. 100%.
I'm sorry, I don't even know you. I can't talk to you like that.
Brutal. All right, this is Risu's final tournament with us.
And now playing a second but not finding a second dog, unfortunately.
Yeah, dog is stuck in chat. Has no time being at the top 5 of the deck right now.
All right, we're attacking with Nami without any Dawn commitment, but getting a top 3 surge, getting a Bartolomeo. Is this Bartolomeo still like $70 or something?
Well, I was gonna say the correct is it's still $60, and then the answer is no. It's $70 now.
But I corrected it. I accounted for inflation already.
Yeah. So it went up in price. Not too surprising. I would say it's not necessary for the deck. You definitely enjoy having extra copies of it, or just copies of it in the deck, but it's not brutally needed, right? It's not like how Jinbei was kind of super good for Doffy for a while. Not that kind of level.
Kind of made Doffy like actually compete in its format, right? Like I think all the topping Doffy lists were the ones who had access to the Jinbeis.
Yeah, because it's really good for the Zoro matchup. Meanwhile, go for it.
I was gonna say which was like one of the most relevant matchups.
Yeah, and hope for Trafalgar Law because they'll never want to remove it because they lose a card on board too.
Yep. We did attack with our Uta leader. And we're gonna attack with Brook next. And I imagine Enel just takes this so they can start cycling their last life over and over again. No, we're gonna counter out with a 2K.
And that might have been at Ohm too, because it is a 6K.
Oh yeah.
Are we gonna? Is it the new? Oh, it is. All right. So I
Oh.
think this is the good play. You kind of force them to lose a card in hand, and then I'm really happy this card's restricted to Uta because it reads really wild, right?
Yeah, modal. What are we calling it? Modal spell or modal event cards tend to be just really good, right? You're just being able to have something that can do the jobs of two different events.
Mm-hmm. And
Trying to
both things
think.
are good. If you're trying to go for game, that gets rid of a blocker, or if you're trying to go for board, what you did, like you attack into it, and then you still are able to get rid of the card, and they just don't get the card advantage for it.
Yeah, so like, and then it's just like it gives you an answer for something like any block or what? It's such a clean answer for what's his name, the light guy, the blocker that's really relevant in Sakazuki. Oh my god, what's his name?
Borsellino.
Borsellino. Oh my goodness.
I was gonna let you flounder for another second, but I took pity on you.
Thank you. Yeah, I picture him pointing at me laughing.
Yeah. That is exactly what I was doing. So like,
I hope so. And we're gonna 7-drop mom on curve.
yeah. Which this card's not as popular. I usually take it out of my builds unless I'm playing the big mom version of it. But on curve like this, you are so happy with that card almost every time.
Absolutely. I used it you use it in Yamato. You used it in I think everyone who's tested a yellow deck has tested having a 7-drop big mom in their list, just because again on curve, just way too good. Just putting that pressure on your opponent and giving your opponent an awkward decision kind of like messes with their heads a little bit, I feel. Because it's just now they have to think about an extra factor on their turn when they were trying to map out their own turn on your turn, if that makes sense.
Yeah. How many purple Luffys in this event? Approximately 15. So about 10% of the field was purple Luffy.
So less than Uta, but Uta's representation, it makes sense.
Yeah.
We're going to attack for a clean 5.
Yeah, because you know you're going to take this. And I think we have 7 Dawn, which will be good for playing Luffy. Yeah, not paying 1 for Nami generally means that 7-drop Luffy's coming down. And it's free cycle. Ooh. You don't have enough. You don't have enough for Althor to get its value there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna queue up Luffy, thinking it's gonna come down. Am I right?
I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Enels have been moving away from even having Althor in the list. Is that a weird?
It's like a 1 or 2 of. I personally like it, but I also think Enel kind of is hit by just a lot of potential options in the deck, right?
Oh yes, makes sense. And we get the new Uta blocker on board. What a good card.
So that's the starter deck itself only has like a couple new cards, right?
Yes.
It's mostly like a reprint for. I'll be honest, not most cards did not need a reprint. If not, all of the cards did not need a reprint. But the Uta itself is quite good.
It was just the Nami, unfortunately, that really needed the reprint. Maybe the Luffy just to like tone down the price a little bit, I would think. But it was really the Nami. I remember getting my Namis on release for almost 50 cents a piece, and now they're.
Did we not? Sorry, did we not restand with Paradise Waterfall? We restood the Nami. I see.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because we don't
want to lose our engine.
Yeah.
And then Big Mom into the brook.
And then Yamato there, which can get rid of the Nami or the blocker. Oh, that's so rough.
What a good curve out from Enel so far. We went from Ohm turn 2, Ohm turn 3, with being able to attack for 6/6, and then Big Mom the following turn into Yamato the following turn. Is that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And normally I'm used to Uta having a couple more cards in hand, but we only have 3 right now, which is not a lot.
I feel like they haven't been going for their engine every turn. Like last turn, they opted not to get the Nami out or Nami draw out in favor of the Luffy ability, or playing Luffy himself, I should say. And we're gonna attack for 5. Must be at the Big Mom.
I'd guess so. Yeah, but that's just a quick 2K 1K, which we see. Not a lot of cards in Leo's hand right now, anyways. So
So the Uta might be able to claw it back a little bit in terms of resources.
Yeah.
Depends if we go aggressive with our blockers here, which might be worth. Like get another card out of attack into the Big Mom once again, and get another card with your Luffy, especially since you already have an Uta to block. But I guess not.
That's tricky because you could still see like a Yamato come down, and it can get rid of either the 3 cost or the 4 cost. But
yeah,
we're starting with a big 9.
9 into life. Do we just block with the little Uta? Yeah, we're gonna block with Uta. All right, so we still have 10. Oh, it's second Yamato, just get rid of the Zoro. Yep.
Yeah. And I would attack with leader first, in case because they can just block with Luffy here. Real quick, right.
You gotta represent the correct order. That way, if they do block your leader with Luffy, you can then pressure the Luffy with your Yamato,
which I think might have been. I don't know if it's better, but just.
Would have been game ending if you ended up losing the Luffy, right? Because now you're staring down double Yamato, Big Mom, and you can't come back from that. I feel with 5 cards in hand.
Yeah. I think the only good card right now that I could see is if they had 10-drop Doffy, you're in business, right? That helps this matchup quite a bit.
Oh yeah, especially this board state where you have 3 perfect targets lined up for you.
Yeah.
Only have the Yamato swinging, and I think they needed to attack that Big Mom one more time last turn. I just either full commit or maybe try out a I'm invincible play, but just to try to get it off the board because now you're staring down way too many big bodies.
Yeah. And that's just kind of how now late game works. If you're able to chain your big bodies to not only defend your own life, but then start like just making a big board they have a hard time interacting with. Let's see. Okay, we get a 4-drop Zoro off the top of our deck. We're attacking 7, probably in the lead.
Yep.
All right.
It's a Shirahoshi.
Shirahoshi. Draw 3, discard 2.
I'm not that big. I'm not ever that scared of Shirahoshi anymore. Like she comes out, I accept it. They still get a card in hand. They get a little bit of filtering, but
it's usually like the turn. If Shirahoshi's like the first or second life, then I'm intimidated because it's just like, okay, now they've all but guaranteed the perfect curve moving forward, exactly. And that's really intimidating.
Yeah, this late into the game, it's nice. Maybe try to get an extra. You might end up with an extra 2K, but overall, it's kind of whatever. Yeah. But we're gonna play the Zoro, and then pass turn, which I feel like Zoro is probably going to be gone from this world, especially we already know Enel's running Thunderbolts. There could be a world where you just get rid of it.
Yeah, well, the good thing about Luffy is that Enel, outside of like 8-drop Katakuri, doesn't really have a good way to get rid of it outside of just pressure, but these 10s are hidden pretty hard, it seems.
This is probably just game now. I think you go 10 with Big Mom, and then they do
3
counter
2Ks. That's pretty rough. Like, not fair for this deck to see all the time.
Yeah.
If we have block and Paradise Waterfall.
Right.
Oh, we just block. Yeah. Put everything.
Oh, but we don't even defend it. So.
Yeah. 200 million volts. 8K plus 3, 4, 5, 6, like 14K. Seems 14K? Unlikely, and it is.
Yeah, that's game. Unlikely. Yeah. Dang. Uta falling to Enel just seeing the perfect. Like the life didn't even really help Enel too much. I think there were. The first check was Thunderbolt, but outside of that and a Shirahoshi, I think it was a pretty clean life.
I think it made an impact though, because it like in a deck that just wants to try to build pressure and everything, it's you definitely appreciate the extra body to keep applying that swing pressure. So
yeah, and then if they attack into it, it's a block. Yeah. I guess that did the damage it needed to do.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can find another game real quick. All right, we are here at table technically it's 63. Ranked tables was not enabled for this round. So if anyone is at a table that they didn't think they were going to be on, it will be corrected into round 3. But you're playing against the right opponent. Because normally if you win, you should be round 1. You should be on table like 32 or above. But yeah.
Yeah, I think there was just the weird settings update, and people are still getting used to it.
Yeah.
But this mat though on the Uta side, I think, what is this? Is this like all the commercial cuts for one of the anime seasons?
It's definitely not an official mat, but that's not an issue. But just it's I'm not sure. Yeah, the source of those images, I guess.
They're cool. I like that.
Also, if you guys haven't played against Green Purple Doffy since OP04, since 2023, I guess.
Almost a year ago.
Here's a reminder of the effect. You get to get 2 Dawn back active at the end of each turn. Traditionally, this was doing really well with the film package in OP04 meta. OP05, it kind of just dropped off a cliff. And now we have Uta here, who is obviously the new film leader. And most of the cards from the star deck are locked to the Uta leader. So the only card that film Doffy would really get is like the 3-drop Uta from it.
Ooh, and we get the turn 1 searcher card into pulling the option. I can't remember all the options yet, though, but I know their song names. But into the one that either rests or KOs a rested character. Nice. Yeah. So we're going back to the. You see how? Did you notice in the EB set that we're going back to this style of alternate art leaders, where the background is kind of their crew, air quotes, depending on the character.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Do you like this art? Because I've never been the biggest fan of these arts. And we're gonna attack for 6 as Uta and get an Usopp to hand.
Here, let me. Sorry, I am.
Oh, you're
slightly
good.
distracted, but not from you. Not distracted by your fantastic comment. You're just making sure that someone's pairing got resolved. But we did use the Uta effect, so we were able to look top card of our deck for a film, and if it's film, we get to add it to your hand. We got another Usopp. No Thunderbolt in the opposing deck for this game compared to round 1, which is good news for Usopp.
Yeah, poor Usopp. We finally got a film Sanji announced. That was like the one straw hat we were missing from the lineup. I was so sad. I still feel like there's a world where the film decks could start implementing use of the Trafalgar Law 2-drop that allows you to tap 1 and then bounce the Law himself to the hand to play. I think it's a 3 cost or less film character just for some Dawn efficiency on your turn.
Yeah, and I've been seeing those pop up, especially for people who don't have access to 4 copies of Barto. It lets you, if you go second, do some real fun stuff where you play this Law, and then you can put 1 Dawn underneath your leader, attack, draw a card, use the Law effect to pay 1 to go into Nami. And then still have the Dawn to pay for Nami's effect for playing it. So you get like double draw and Law back into it. So it's pretty good for those early turns just to make sure that you can keep using your leader effect and not miss out on that value.
Yeah, I used to use it for Sanji combos where you could play him turn 1 and then put 2 Dawn under him, attack, use 1 Dawn to bounce him, and then you could restand. And if you played a vanilla, you'd be able to restand the 2 Dawn, and he also helps you stay under that 3 character limit that Sanji has. And we're gonna attack for 6 with Usopp, and I think we're just gonna counter out of that.
But yeah, no, that's a really good combo for that too. Obviously, Sanji was not very meta to confirm how good that could be in the end, but it's cool to see Law be a little bit better, especially we see an 8-drop kid off the top.
Yeah,
not a film card. But
yeah,
it's cool.
I loved it. I think the reason the main thing I think it might have some staying power nowadays is because we're in a red is very much dropped in relevance. So the problem is early game, very quickly red would have answers or removal for little bodies like a 3K power Law. We are going to counter out of this attack though with I think it was a 2K. I think it was an Ezo, maybe. Couldn't tell. And end the turn with 4-drop Zoro. So we're playing vanillas the whole game here so far, but they're pretty efficient bodies. And Doflamingo, I think, loses to efficient body rush like this.
I think so, but also I think Doffy does have some really good ways to interact with these cards too. Like Sugar can get the rest of Law, and then Uta doesn't really have a lot of good removal cards too, so it can go kind of both ways for it. But yeah, if you keep attacking 5Ks into Doffy, their 2-cost events only do so much work.
Right. So it's like the Whitebeard effect. You just gotta attack them enough sometimes. Green Uta is so much fun to play. Won my Luffy in a constructed tournament. Those Luffys are also those.
Yeah,
those,
for vanilla.
Oh man, we have so many vanilla Luffys that are worth probably way too much. We're gonna attack for, I think it was just 5 and a counter out with a Brook. Yeah, I'm unclear if we attacked it to Usopp or Leader though. Gecko Moria, you just released a YouTube video about how Black's doing, right?
Yeah, I sure did, and I know because people keep reminding me.
Oh,
but it's honestly like it's per usual. It's just to kind of go over tournament data for that kind of stuff. And the reason I made the video is because like I never made a video saying Doffy's broken because obviously it fell off a cliff, and I think like most of the black archetypes are here to stay, if not get better in OPO6, which is kind of the point of what I'm saying. Despite the many clickbait Eggman at it again.
If it gets banned, I know who to go to. That's all I'm saying.
Everyone does. Everyone sure does.
So Match Vice.
Yes.
What's he do? On play, rest of 5 cost. Then at the end of your turn, set 1 Dawn to active. Ooh.
So I rarely see this guy. He's okay. But when a lot of decks are playing stuff above curve now, or like a good amount of them are, it's rough. It does get rid of like a rest on Rebecca, so that's kind of good. And you get like that extra Dawn.
So shouldn't Doflamingo be have 3 Dawn active now? Technically, I think they just misplayed, but it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a big deal. Yeah, they should have 3 open.
All right, I'm just making sure I follow the cards correctly.
I don't. It's either if you don't have an even amount of Dawn open, it doesn't matter too much for the deck.
Of course. Just making sure we. Oh, there we go. He did it.
All right, he remembered. Okay. They can't hear us, but maybe he's like, oh yeah, that's right.
Watching the stream. Oh dear.
Oh, another whiff. This is real unlucky for Kevin.
So bad.
It's so tempting to run, especially 2K counters. There's only one 2K counter for film, which is Chopper right now.
For green film, right?
For green, yeah. And,
that's
so
unfortunate.
You kind of need to run those in other ones, but without them, you're in a bad spot.
Ooh, KOing the queen though with the event we searched earlier.
Yeah, that event is still very good.
Ooh, and getting I Am Invincible played, attacking 1 more time.
I believe it's pressure.
Oh, it's so good. And then leaving Doffy at 2 life for the rest, obviously for the rest of the game, but it hasn't done any life damage yet to Uta. We are going into the bigger turns, and we know Doflamingo has pretty good top end, kind of like yellow, but we haven't been able to search any of it. We haven't played any baby 5s. We're kind of just playing off of top decks. Which I mean, plenty of decks can do, but it's never a good sign. What do you do? We're going to attack 5. I feel like we're probably going to attack into this Usopp. I just clean up the board, but we haven't done any life damage. There's the 2K. Oh, so our hand is. I think we have like a 1-card hand, 2-card hand, and then another 2K. So this last card must be like either a Luffy or some like uncounterable card, or something really valuable like a Nami.
I don't know. It's super weird to see no cards in hand for the Uta, but we also have 5 cards in life, which is quite rare this late in the game.
Yeah, 5 cards in life, and we've been pretty aggressive countering out of stuff. I think we've protected anything. The only reason the Zoro left the board was because Uta was able to. I think it was just a big attack that got rid of the Zoro.
Yeah, it was with Queen, but we gotta be both players play this card, but it's the 8-drop Eustace Kid, and this is going to be honestly pretty tough for this Uta to get around.
Playing and then using the effect to play the what's his name? The brother to Doflamingo himself. I can never remember his name. He's also the secret rare too. The traitor.
I'm not helping you.
No, I know you're not helping me. And we're just gonna move past it, and we're gonna say that he's a blocker and has a really cool effect. If a character would be KO'd, you can KO him instead. Or I think it's even better than that. I think it's a Rosinante. Thank you.
Dang it, chat. Oh, come on. Just let him flounder like a little bit more.
But I can't remember. Is it only KO effects that it saves you from, or any removal?
Dang it. You put it back on me, but I'm going to cheat. I'm going to cheat without chat's help. I'm just going to use my own
KO
secret
only,
database. Chat help. Dang it. Not fast enough. Okay. There you guys go. All right. There you go.
Oh, Luffy into the new blocker Uta as well. But wrong Rosinante, that's fine. But no, this is probably one of the good combos. We're probably going to see this combo going into the future as well. I know Yamato. There's I think what people are dubbing the Fortress Yamato build, where they're running 8-drop Kid into a lot of blockers. That they live for this play. They live for the 8-drop Kid into the Rosinante, and then using the Yamato effect to put 2 Dawn under the Kid, so you already have it active on your 8-Dawn turn. Kind of gross, if you ask me. Good stuff. And then if they use an Otama jet pistol, Rosinante will take care of that for you.
Yeah, like the green does have like a lot of ways to just be honestly just really obnoxious. It's just it's hard to get there consistently.
Oh, of course. Especially since they're like across different archetypes too, right? Like, yeah. Right here you have Supernova and Navy / Don Quixote parts. Like there's no overlap.
No.
And then we're gonna attack 5 into the Usopp with only 1 card in hand. We're done. We're done over countering out aggressively.
Yeah, I think the play honestly is to just slowly just attack one at a time at leader until they're at like 0 life, and then just go all in for Doflamingo.
Yeah, I mean, you do run the risk of Uta actually starting to generate cards if you give them enough turns, because they can get their hand size back up, right? But taking advantage of the fact that they've whiffed twice at this point, it's probably the best. Oh, we're gonna block. Oh, we're gonna rest with the sugar. Kid will attack into the Uta. And now it's I think Uta is just not. Oh, we're playing so many blockers. Who is this?
Yeah, so that's baby
5. Okay.
But yeah, now you don't even want to play anything, because then you get a rush into it. Like sugar gets the interaction with it. This is looking pretty good for Doflamingo. Oh, and finding a 10-drop too.
Oh man, this is probably it. Oh, that's backbreaking.
I would not want to plead the Uta play right now. They are in a good spot. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, that burns. And this is, I mean, we do know that the Uta is playing their own 8-drop Kid. So if they manage to find another one, that kind of gets around sugar in a way, right? Because you want the Kid to be rested anyway. Uta will do that for you, and then you still don't get the effect off of it though, and they can rest the 7-drop Luffy instead, which then will get like the 10-drop effect. But yeah, this is. Oh, we missed again. Oh my! I don't know. I'm sure the majority of cards in Kevin's deck are filmed, but to miss that many times, 3 times,
is real unfortunate.
Yeah, that's probably because, like, I mean, we're probably gonna see another 2 or 3 turns out of this game, because I think you're right that the correct play would be to just simply attack 1 life at a time. Oh, but we gotta. Oh, interesting. So Luffy into Zoro play. We're gonna have 0 cards in hand, but we will. Sugar has to trigger. Oh, we passing turn without triggering trigger. No, sugar has to trigger. There we go. Tap the sugar, rest the sugar, and then we will rest a Luffy. So sugar, I believe the ruling is sugar is mandatory. She has to rest, but you are allowed to miss the resting of a character. So if something like that happens and you got to call a judge over, I believe it is fair game to be like, they missed it. Or I guess you both missed it. So it's so weird. I don't even.
Those kind of scenarios are weird, but sugar is mandatory, 100%.
Yeah, it has to rest, but it's not mandatory to rest something, which is the.
I know I have the card right in front of me. What's it say?
Because it's up to one of your opponents, right? So zeros and up.
Yeah. And also, it's not a cost to rest it either. So if your sugar's already rested, its effect still works. So it works under breakage too.
Right.
Yeah. Right,
so
but I mean, what we have 0 cards in hand, I think, for Kevin. So his hand's not off screen; it's just not existent.
So while he's sitting here cheating by note taking his life, What a fun conversation.
We're tagging that Luffy pretty quick because we know that they can't get out of it.
Easy peasy. And then just what do you even choose? I guess you just attack with Kid because you want it rested anyway. Oh, this is such an oppressive board from Doflamingo as well. Oh, we're just gonna attack. Okay, attack with Rosinante. They have to take it.
Yeah.
Is it a trigger? No. Do we get aggressive and attack with the Kid as well? I feel like we do have
to for its effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Yeah, as long as you have the Dawn underneath it, you're fine.
Yep. Attack for 9. Yeah. So I guess we're counting up attacks. That way, because like we want to go for game in a single turn, I guess. So we need to do a couple attacks now. Otherwise, there's no real point in attacking with this Rosinante, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just like the easiest blocker to get. You like what? Queen is a little bit safer of a blocker to hang around. It looks like we're just gonna pass. I think that's fine. You've done enough pressure, and then it's easy for you to go for game next turn.
Mm-hmm.
You also do that attack order, so if they did block with Luffy, you just attack into Luffy and get rid of it.
Yeah, and you just whittle them out of resources for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to attack with Uta, and you have to attack into Kid, because this card is still good. It's just, there was a lot of good removal introduced. I think this card single-handedly oppressed Blue in set 1. Blue could not do anything about this card.
Yeah, and now, the format's different, but at the same time, if you can't get rid of this card, you are paying dividends over a long time to get rid of it, right?
Absolutely. And now Baby 5 will be drawing you a card every turn, so then just drawing you fuel to defend the Kid as well. We'll attack. Did we didn't whiff this time? We did again? Oh, we whiffed again with the Uta. That's so painful. That is 4, if not 5 whiffs on Uta effect. You basically are playing without a leader, and that bites. We will attack into the Kid because we had to, and I guess we are able to use the Rosinante anyway to protect it. We didn't want to use a 1K.
In here, 1 second. Let me see. All right, yeah, I've been having this weird thing. I don't know why. This is a weird thing. It resets my volume. The device properties. It manually, it's dipping. I'm seeing it dip.
Your mic volume?
My mic volume is changing in front of my face.
Bro, it does that to me too.
And I don't know why.
It's so frustrating.
I'm like, why are you doing this?
I've been suffering this too.
I've set you to 50. Who's setting you to 30?
Oh my god. Is it me? Are you talking about your own mic, or are you talking about me?
Yeah, it is. It is manually setting. Yeah, I'm watching it go down in volume. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Why is my microphone level?
Do you need me to raise my mic?
Why does my microphone level keep changing?
Okay.
All right.
Do you need me to raise my volume? Would that help?
No, don't worry about it.
Don't change it. Okay, I'm not changing tone. All right, so we attacked for Zoro. We countered out. I think we Paradise Waterfall. Is that what we did? We restood. Oh, you know, not Paradise Waterfall, but the Doflamingo version. I think it's Spiderweb. And then we play a Nami. Use Nami effect to look at the top 3. Pull out a film card.
Or it might be Discord. All right, I'll check Discord after this. It's probably like Discord's like the only other audio thing I have. But I see it, like I set the volume to 50 in Windows in my device properties, and I'm just see it like decreasing volume automatically.
No, I have this. I have the same issue, and like I'm at 54 when I know I set that thing to 100 every time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's a Discord setting.
Yeah, because technically we're on a call right now. We're muted, but we're on a call, so maybe it maxes out the volume on there. All right. I'm sorry that is let me be distracted for this game, but
we're watching the turtle of a century go through. I say that, and I don't mean that in a negative way, everybody. I mean that's just the correct way to play out this board. I think Doflamingo just kind of has it for the most part.
Yeah, I don't want to be. Yeah, like you said, I don't want to be rude, but like. I think Doflamingo won this a couple turns ago. We just have to continue going down that road, right?
Mm-hmm. Which is it tends to be a very One Piece thing. Sometimes, sometimes the game, like it's over, but you have to go through the ritual of it. But I mean, with 4 cards in hand now, Uta could start playing stuff. I mean, this sugar has just been so oppressive to the Uta player. Definitely, I think going for that life might have been a mistake. I think we could have cleared the Zoro and the Luffy. And playing 10 drop. Oh, we're gonna play 10 drop, resting all 3. So now the Uta player only has access to their Nami, which, to be fair, we'll draw them a card next turn, and then maybe we will finally not whiff with our leader, so we get to actually play with a leader this game. That would be fantastic. Maybe try to claw something out, but it's tough. To be fair, I guess Kid is not active this turn, so we technically can swing a life. That's any consolation. Swing attack.
Yeah. The issue with the 10 drop is that it is all of your Dawn, which means you don't have a Dawn underneath the uses Kid. So you can attack leader now. I don't know if you even want to do that, but because you only have the Nami who can do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're all rested down. They're all locked down by the 10 drop, and I wouldn't be surprised if we daisy chain. I wouldn't be surprised if we daisy chain a second 10 drop at this point. We've had so many baby 5 searches. 4 cards in hand. It's just we don't have enough tax to actually do much. All right, Nami's gonna go in, tap, rest 1 to look at the top 3, and we will pull out. We do have a hand now on the Uta side of things, but with the sugar being as oppressive as oppressive as it has been, anything we play, any potential blocker, and we're just gonna take the life as well. We're not gonna let our opponent resolve the effect. Is this the promo card?
Yeah, it sure is. So this is. I believe it's Where the Wind Blows is the full title for it. It's like the one potentially good one. So if your leader's film, at the end of your turn, set all your film characters as active.
What?
So
that's like the perfect card for this.
It sure does help this situation. I don't think it's getting you out of it.
Probably no, but man, this is helpful.
Yeah.
Because now we'll be able to play. Wait. No, so how is Doflamingo worded again?
I'm literally thinking the same things. I'm reading it. Yeah, during your next refresh phase. Yeah. So to confirm,
so they're not frozen. They just don't restand during the so they will restand due to. Okay, and I Am Invincible also counts for this as well. Nice.
Yeah. So we're playing that to restand our leader, so we can attack with that again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a chance if you have. I mean, if you're going for game, you do not play the where the wind blows. You are just playing. You're just using I'm invincible 2 times in a row, right?
I mean, you would have to I'm invincible 3 times, and they still have blocker. I mean, you could play what's the other one? The one that rests a
Blacklight.
5 cost?
Yeah.
That Blacklight.
Yeah.
Rest the blocker, and then you would have to I'm invincible 1 more time after playing Blacklight as well. But we're tapping out for something. We're tapping out for an Uta and
an Uta.
And an Uta.
And then we get to restand everything at the end of our turn.
We actually played the card. I know we brought it to hand, but I didn't know if we played it.
Yeah, and we can use Sugar Effect. You have to use it to get the rest of the Uta. It's not going to matter because all of your cards restand anyways. But, yeah. Why are you discarding for that effect? I wonder. Did we not play it?
We didn't. I don't think we played the
Where the
wind blows.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we got to hand. So instead of playing, okay,
what...
I see. Yeah. All right, so we got that to hand, and then we're using the effect to restand it. Okay.
Gotcha. All right, also, yeah.
My apologies.
No, you're good. Would have been great though, man. Unfortunate. Why is this Uta rested? What did
we played another sugar.
Oh, we replaced the sugar with sugar. Oh, got it.
Yeah. All right, 9K at life.
Yeah, I think this is the turn we finally go for game. Maybe shouldn't have attacked a 9 first. That's not the order I would have done, but I'm also not a competitive player for the most part.
All right, 2 cards in hand. We swing 10 drop Doffy.
10 drop.
And then they block with Luffy, and then we just go from there.
Yeah, that sounds like the play to me.
Yeah.
Attacking for
11. And we still have 7 up? 6 up? So we have another 11K swing with our leader.
Thumbs up. And we just block the Doffy.
Yeah. All right, 5K. Yeah, to make sure, do the 1K check for them. And then everything underneath Queen can make it a 12K, which would be impossible for them to get out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Rest in peace. All right.
There it is.
Doflamingo going 2-0, I believe now, right?
Sure is. Sure is for this tournament. So that won this round. Let me see. Okay, give me a second. We're going to be quiet for a second. I might jump into another table, but let me see if Discord's been acting up lately. Give me one moment. All right. We're a little early, but that's fine. We've got Red-Green Law versus Yellow Enel. We don't see Red-Green Law often, but Red-Green Law. But honestly, I think Enel is a really good matchup for this deck.
Yeah, they just Yellow always suffers with true removal. There's always the errant. Adatsu will probably be alive for most of this matchup. Will always be able to KO a relevant body. And Thunderbolt's always relevant, but that's only 4 cards, and Thunderbolt is not the most consistent way to remove a body.
Yeah, Gadatsu's strong, but Red-Green Law is really good at putting out 5-cost bodies, which means outside of Thunderbolt, Gadatsu can't hit it very easy. Yamato, if you're being really passive, can't. And 200 million volts also won't interact with your cards, right? So yeah, I think that Red-Green Law is really only forced out of the meta because of Sakazuki, but has traditionally done very good against Yellow.
Yeah, just they're able to just get the aggression of and Yellow tends to lose to just good aggression. Just a lot of 5K swings will chip away at Yellow enough, and now kind of circumvents that a little bit just because they're technically a 5 to 6 health leader in the first place, so you have to get those extra attacks in, which makes it hard.
Yeah. But I haven't seen this matchup in a minute. I think it'll be really cool to see how it goes, and honestly, I think either player can win this matchup too, which is really fun.
Oh yeah, for sure. Red green law is just going to be probably a deck that will just forever be relevant, just because it is just a generic effect. As long as there's good red cards and good green cards,
Yeah, and
that don't care about your leader, you're good.
if you are looking forward into expansion booster cards or into OP07, they're getting some pretty good cards.
Oh, what is it? It's like a kid killer duo card that's like has rush and some extra stuff. I forget what the full effect, but just getting another rusher that's a supernova.
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't know all the cards offhand. I've just seen like some really good 5 costs that are supernovas, because I think there's like a Basil Hawkins and like a Jewelry Bonnie. Chat probably knows the effects better than I, because I try to keep within a month's release of the NA format, but there are some really good cards.
All right. Got Shura down. We don't whiff on it, which is good. Oh wait, we're still thinking about what we're gonna pick up off the Shura. And we're gonna hit the 10 million volts. Nice. Or 200 million volts, whatever.
You know, that card needs to be at 0 or 1 life or less. It needs you to like, it can get rid of this beige, but like you're not taking that damage super quick either. So again, in this format, in this matchup, it can get a little value, but not a lot of value like it's seen in a lot of other matchups.
Yeah, I mean, it's still 2 Dawn for 3k power, which is just Dawn efficient sometimes. Law with 3 Dawn is going to be able to maybe play a Searcher. We're gonna attack for 5 first, though. Just get the life totals ticking down. Just looking over some notes. All cards are on the table. That's good.
Yeah, these are some of the better matches. They're like setups we've seen today.
Yeah, this one's really clean. I think you have it cut off a little bit, but he's got like a little dice rack at the top. Our Pokemon map player.
Yep.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Brush Zoro, and we're just gonna pass. We're not gonna offer up the body to attack into, which is probably the smart play.
Yeah,
and we did.
I was gonna say, like, this is like on a basic level, like, why would you not attack with that card? It can attack, but you want to get wider on the board, and it's more important that if they need to feel like an attack with something, it hits into your life. Issue though is that it's a 3 cost, so Kadatsu can get you some pretty good value as well.
Oh, true. Even taking this life doesn't mean you're out of Gadatsu range, and I think that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're tapping 4?
We're at 4 right now, but the next turn,
we're good.
Turn you're a little scared about it.
Gonna search the top 5 for a holy.
All right, is holy in the top 5 or is holy in the chat?
Dog. Oh, that's the wrong dog. Right. And we find the dog off the 5 card search, not letting it go to hand, not revealing information. Always good, always busted. Oh, this might be too much pressure for Law. Like, anytime I see an Ohm resolve out of the search, it's just,
you do feel a little bit bad about it. And conversely, if whenever I look top 5 and there's no one there, I'm like, I'm losing this game.
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's still not that bad. Oh, it's Shirahoshi first life.
Yeah, it's kind of bad. I don't know.
We were talking about this.
Yeah, we said this previously. Yeah, Shirahoshi is like the first, second life. I'm like, man, they've just set up. They have their perfect curve now every time. That's what it feels
definitely
like.
Found holy now.
Yeah, more dogs around. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna attack. We already attacked with the leader, so
we do need a discard from Shirahoshi still.
Oh, okay.
All right. Oh, there's another dog.
I don't know. So we're off the second Shura game plan, and we're gonna get rid of a Conus.
Conus 2K. All right. Man, them discarding a 2K means there's a lot of good 2Ks and probably some good late game cards they want to play too.
Yeah, and we're gonna play Nami, search top 5 for Straw Hat. Playing the cool holiday gift. I think it was the holiday gift pack Nami. This one's
I'm
really
just
cool one.
I'm just a low income Eggman, so I only have the image of the regular one on the stream. No. So sorry, guys.
Finding the film Brook off the top 5. with the Dawn to play it, is there a world where we play it?
I think
Yes,
so.
sir.
I believe it's this world.
What do we play off of it?
Another.
It was a Brook. I think it's another Brook.
Yeah, I think it's a 2-cost. Yeah, the 2-cost Brook. So
take 2 Dawn, put it under our Zoro 7K.
Yeah, I think you're taking this pretty quick because it put your Ohm into 6K range now. But
then you can answer back the Zoro pretty easily this coming turn. I feel like maybe we shouldn't have attacked this turn with it, but
I would at least be hesitant on if I wanted to do or not. It depends on cards in hand, but I would probably have chosen not to because now this gives, with all these 5Ks on the board, it gives them another target that's not my life to start attacking into, and threatens to make it difficult to use my shambles effects next turn.
Yeah, maybe we are okay with losing the Zoro now. We have a game plan in our hand already. We don't necessarily want to take all these attacks to our life and be forced to pitch out, or else we run the risk of losing too many cards. I don't know. Just I think it's one of those plays that just depends on what your hand is, right? And we don't know that information. We're gonna attack. Was it 5? Is that a Gadatsu coming down?
Yeah. So maybe that's like the best call too. Like knowing that Zoro is gonna get hit anyways. Try to get value while we can. But we'll see.
Also, but I would also argue KOing the Nami is also very important because one of the things that Law loves to do is bounce these searchers to replay them to generate more cards off of a single card, giving you a ton of advantage.
Yeah, I think probably the play. Okay, we are playing Gadatsu. I think we wait to play Gadatsu until we're getting rid of the 2-cost Brook.
Getting rid of the 2-cost Brook, keeping that is the play that gets you the minimum counter power in their hand, right?
Yeah.
Because that is definitely the target they would probably bounce first into their blocker Law, and then you would probably follow the blocker Law to bounce Nami and then replay the Nami. But nothing's stopping you from doing that next turn anyway. And then there's a 2K counter anyway. That was a 6K leader attack.
Yeah, we only have 3 cards in hand as Law, so like I'm surprised he got out of that one. I probably would have stayed, gone down to 2, because it also means their Gadatsus are less valuable.
And then finally we lose the Zoro. So in 4 cards, Holy's gonna go into life. We will take that because we just need the hand size. And we'll pass turn on the Enel side, going to 5 cards in hand for Law, or is it 6 cards now? Either way, hopefully we can refill the board.
Yeah, I think we're going to be able to do that. But I think, if I was the Enel player, I would have just kept pressuring down the Zoro. Pretend like I don't have the Gadatsu, and either the Zoro goes down, or they lose a lot of cards in hand, and then Gadatsu still gets rid of the Zoro. I think that would probably be the better play without having to feel like I have to attack into their life and give them more resources again.
That makes sense. And you probably punish those resources anyway. Ah, man.
Because there's a chance that they decide to block with their beige, and then which is like another free removal.
Then you get 3 characters off the board, which is even better. Oh, Otama. Not sure where that went. I imagine where would we take that? I think the Ohm.
We have all these dice. Use them.
He does have all these dice. Oh, Nami's going in. The 3K Nami into that must be Holy.
Must be into Holy, yeah.
Yeah. So the Otama into Holy. We did use a Dawn for this though. That's kind of. Does that read like we? Oh no, we're getting the value out of Nami now.
Yeah.
Just attacking because we're probably bouncing it. That makes sense now.
Correct. Yep. So
and we will Ohm out of that. 1K counter. Brook into, I imagine the Holy has to be just trying to clear board.
Here it goes.
Going to.
Honestly, I would have probably given the -2 Otama to the Ohm. Because that just means I can start attacking with it with different things.
Right. Your Law and your Brook could go into it. And you probably still get it off the board anyway. And then we play the 1-cost chopper. Again, the holiday pack chopper. 1 Dawn under our leader will attack, I imagine Ohm, but
yeah,
it's looking like your play was probably the correct play. 5 cards in hand for Enel, though. All right, so chopper. We have 3 Dawn left for shambles. When we inevitably shambles, probably blocker Law at this point. The board state only makes sense for that play. For me, anyway. We're going to our 3rd Ohm of the game to counter out. So, interesting that we have all these Ohms in hand, and we had a second Holy, but we chose not to play for that line. Right. Tap resting to, we're going for a red card. Rush Luffy. So we do not have blocker Law, so we're going to go into the Ohm one more time. 6k into the 7k, or 7k into the 6k.
Yeah, and so it looks like Law's not finding the best cards for them. Bouncing Brook back is fine, but like I think being able to bounce back, the Nami back is great. So not seeing Bonnie, not seeing any of your Laws is kind of rough.
Yeah, I mean that's. Enel is also a deck that kind of suffers that same loss as well, right? Not seeing Yamato's, not seeing Katakuris, which is generally the perceived top end for Enel. None of those cards are being searchable and will always be bottom decked. Having to raw draw those blows. Enel's turn. We're gonna be at 8 Dawn now. If I'm Enel, this Shura goes into Nami. Maybe even Shirahoshi goes into Nami, depending on blocks and things of the like.
Yeah.
Counting out Dawn 2. I mean, we do have 10 million volts, but we don't have the appropriate amount of life to do the secondary effect, right?
Yeah, because we could do. Well, leader probably swing into Nami, have Gadatsu attack into Luffy, and then maybe if we have 8-drop Katakuri, I would love to put that Luffy in the bottom of the life.
That's such a good card to put at the bottom of the life, too.
Yeah.
All right, so 3 Dawn. We're mapping out 3 Dawn. Okay, going 8. 8 at Luffy? I feel like this has to be at Luffy. And I imagine we let it go. Oh, we're gonna block. Okay, the same thing. So we know that 8 is enough. We could potentially attack with Gadatsu as well. Another 8. We're gonna come in another 2 Dawn. So this is 4 Dawn used up.
Yeah. So we got
3 Dawn left.
3
block
left.
Once more.
This is just 5 at what, leader?
Nami.
I guess so. I mean, if they got nothing better to do. It's a bit of a weird play.
A little bit. Not advancing your own board at all, but this play does remove 3 bodies from the board, which is...
Alright, with them nice. Considering, though, it must be at leader. Okay,
True.
it was at
That's
leader.
fair.
Dang. Okay, I would have just attacked an Anami, make it that much more difficult for him.
Yeah, because you want to keep them off 5 bodies, right? Because eventually they will get back up to 5, and then when they can get 5, that's where the whole train starts chugging. All right. What do we do? All right. Oh, we're gonna go Nami into Shura. Makes sense. And it's free.
Yeah, they're playing too much Dragon Ball.
Oh, you can attack active characters in Dragon Ball?
You can combo with stuff or counter with stuff off that's active on the board.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for example, in Dragon Ball, the Otama would be 2k that you can combo off the board or counter off the board.
Oh wow, that's cool.
It changes a lot. Which was like the big issue when most people were switching to to One Piece from Dragon Ball, like I don't want to play anything because then I can't counter with it anymore.
Yeah. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, good to know for anybody. Well, for anybody, everyone should support that online simulator 100%. Whether I don't care which Bandai game you subscribe to, you need to support that online simulator they're creating for that Dragon Ball game.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. Was an AK attack into the Gadatsu, and we let it go through. So the board is now clean. And we play Chopper.
And then do we finally have?
We have a green. We're going for a green.
Yeah. Oh, do we have Trafalgar Law? Nice.
We found it. Bounce
And
the
we can
Luffy.
bounce...
Play Nami.
Yeah, you want to play Nami.
I would bounce the Brook. What
Probably
is the right?
Probably Otama's the play. I don't know. It's up to your own decision at this point.
It's close. Yes. What do you value more, right? I'm gonna Nami. Gonna bottom deck some more Laws and Bonnies. Nami and Bonnie. Oh, gets
Beam.
the run. Rad Beam. Nice.
We do have Rad Beam's
Oh, yeah,
better when
Thunder
you
Law.
don't know it's in hand, but it's fine.
Yeah. I think it's common for Law to at least play 1 or 2 Rad Beams now, right? Before, like, events are hard to play in Law, but Rad Beam's just a good card.
Yeah, and Brook was played that turn, so you couldn't have attacked with it anyways, too. So this is a quick 8 at lead, and I think you're putting down to 1. You're probably pretty happy with this anyways. You can go play Yamato if you want to. But I think that Law came just in time. If it was any later in the game, it was going to be too late.
Oh, absolutely. This reestablished the board for them and allowed them to filter a Nami and clear board this whole line, so it doesn't really get better than that.
Yeah. So hand fan for a Trafalgar Law player is 1 copy of a 2K Brook and then 1 copy of Rad Beam. So that knowledge does help a lot.
Absolutely. And we know Enel has 1 copy of 10 million volts still.
Yeah. So you could do something tricky where you could use 10 million volts. And then you could have Shirahoshi attacking that chopper that you rested too.
True. What would do? Would it be better to rest Chopper or Tama? Depends on your Dawn allocation, I guess.
Yeah. I also think you could put, again, 8-drop Katakuri in this matchup is actually kind of terrifying in a lot of ways.
Yeah, like late game, losing a Law or losing a Luffy to your life like that, especially if them making it your last life, kind of burns. We will block the 6K. Interesting. Choosing not to. I think that's a life or
I'm guessing that's a Luffy. Yeah, I'm guessing that's a Luffy. And then we can 9-drop Yamato still hits hard. You're able to get rid of the my Yamato senses were tingling.
Yeah. It still amazes me how often they're able to find this card, because I swear anytime I play Enel, that's why I lose. I didn't find Yamato.
Yeah, well, Shirahoshi fixes that in a lot of situations. Got rid of their only searcher that we know's in circulation right now. But on the flip side, there's a good chance that there's a chance that locking attack for game.
Yeah. I mean, the hand size is what, like probably around 4 cards. I haven't really gotten a chance to quite make it out. But we have 2 6K attackers, 10 Dawn and our leader, and a 10K Otama.
It looks like there might be a question of something.
I think maybe he. Guess we'll see. Skillful. You get rule sharked. No heal. And now, bro, no heal. Add life. Oh, because they didn't heal with Yamato.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So I guess they're probably gonna call
Judge,
Judge.
Is Yamato mandatory? Let me see.
Add up to 1.
Add to 1 card.
May.
Yeah. So it is a May.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Yeah, it says up to.
Well,
And I
that's why
don't.
we have
And I
judges.
mean, without anything, I don't.
Hmm?
How do I say it? It sucks to get rule sharked. And we have a judge I think coming in for that for it, but that's unfortunate.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's all I can say my piece on without harping on it too much. The rules are the rules.
I like to say like these are like good medium-sized tournaments because
100 and something people tonight.
Okay, judges in there, yeah.
Sweet.
Because if you make that mistake here, you do not make it in the big one, right? Like you will remember this.
That's so fair.
Yeah, and to their point, they didn't use the effect, and they passed turn. So here's I think where people will get hung up on. Technically, it's a very fixable game state, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But
no information changes.
Yeah, but upholding to the rules, and I try to keep these at the same level of strictness as like real regionals and stuff. It would be ruled the same way. So we're gonna see what Human says. But
you want this to be a test bed, right?
I do,
like, especially at 128 players. That's nothing to scoff at. That is beyond a local. That is beyond a 1K event. Like a lot of locals like to host like 1Ks for their area. Even those don't reach the level of some of your online. Level of some of your online events have been getting.
Yeah, at locals, if someone did this like this, I would be like,
100%. I give it to my.
I give it to my at locals level, yes, but at something like this, I think this is a serious enough event where there's enough prizing on the line that I would think it's like that. So, but yeah, if someone was trying to try hard on that, I'm like, look at the room. There's like 20 other people here. We're having a chill night. Don't.
I'm just trying to play Odin, man. Like...
Yeah. But again, like this is the scenario where again, like you have that bad time now, you will never forget it again because you.
I like that. I like that. That way of putting it is probably the best way to say it. Like, this is supposed to be practice so you don't mess up in the major event when a Luffy's on the line. Yeah.
But I will say it is unfortunate, especially because I think Enel's been piloting this matchup very good. That they're in a strong spot. It looks like they got a confirmation, I believe, from the judge as well. I'm sure I'm furiously looking at my inboxes to see if there's any update. Just to confirm on the ruling too, but
absolutely,
they're moving forward from it.
And to like the one life helps. I know, absolutely, obviously he'd rather have it than not, but as you said, the way the game state is, like, I don't believe. I mean, there's a world where Law can win this turn because of that -1 life. However, I don't think Enel loses. They're depending on Law's hand. I don't think Enel necessarily loses this turn, and we still have a game.
It just goes from like me feeling comfortable to me being nervous, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and they're not pushing for game right here either. I mean, they did top deck a Curly to Dan because we knew that was the one card they didn't have earlier.
But we still know the other two cards.
Yes.
So they can't restand Law. You have perfect hand information. So there are no surprises when it comes to this defense. And they drew an Otama, so they have 2K power in their hand plus the Rad Beam. So however you want to count that.
Yeah.
So they're out of aggression. They're not. I guess potentially they could play the Brook, put the 2 Dawn under Brook, and then
bounce back to Dan, and then don't play anything, and then hard cast to Dan again for some more cycle.
Or I was gonna say maybe Law, and then you could reshuffle the Dan the same way, but still have Law standing, like attack with maybe we attack with Luffy and do the same thing.
Yeah.
But I think we could have. I think with the hand that we know, there's a world where you attack with Law, play the Brook, or play the Brook, put the 2 under Law, attack with the Law. That is 2 Dawn, 3 Dawn you've committed. No, that's now 4 Dawn you've committed. Oh, that's not enough.
Yeah.
that's 6 Dawn, and then you wouldn't be able to replay the Law. So never mind.
Yeah, I still think like without anything, I think Law is going to be in a tough spot, but that does give him a little opening for it. So we'll see what the pressure you're able to exert with this is. And we do see like 1 less beige. That's optimal to be in life, so that's good.
XHM Slave. That means that's a pre-errata kid. Those are going for a lot of money nowadays, man. All those pre-errata cards are randomly just really expensive. All right, so what do you have? You have 5 Dawn to play with. I'm counting. Yep. All right, we take the life with the 7k attack. We will cycle a life, properly use a Enel effect. I think it's heal first, but we're not real shocking that much.
Yeah. Yes, technically it's heal first and then discard. Most people do it the other way, which makes sense. Why? Like, but it's because it's not a. I could get into a whole argument, which I'll try not to. Yeah.
I think there is a level of sometimes like the intent matters. I think in Digimon there's room for even in One Piece there's room for like when there's intent. I forget what card it was. Oh, the 9-gate Whitebeard 9-drop. Technically, you can't like.
You have to choose your leader, right?
You have to choose your leader.
Yeah.
But there is always I always feel like there's an implied intent when you play 9-gate that you are giving yourself the 2k because you're the only leader. There's no room for ambiguity there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. All right.
But I don't know. It's tough.
It is tough. We went down to 0 life for Enel. We know in hand there is a Otama, Brook, and Radbeam in there.
Yeah, we have perfect hand knowledge.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Yamato can attack over anything for free. I mean,
or at least
not
pressure.
for free.
At least pressure,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
It would cost the whole hand almost, right? We attack into. We bump the Yamato to 10, attack into the blocker Law, and they have to Radbeam 2k, leaving them with 1 card in hand.
Yeah, but I think they'll do that. It just oh no, that's not enough. Okay, never mind. We have we're just playing Yamato. We have another one. Not punished.
Should we not be at 10 Dawn?
We are at 10 Dawn. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna use that. Get rid of the heal, my man. Heal.
Don't mess it up again.
Don't mess it up again.
Oh no, please no.
Please heal card.
Please heal. Please heal.
All right.
No.
I'm not. Please heal a card.
Please heal a card.
Please heal a card.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we got there. All right. He can't. We physically can't be heard. It's okay. We made this. We made it. Don't.
Oh,
yeah. We're fine.
Oh god.
Don't even. Okay.
That would be so that loses you the game if you did.
Yeah, that one's a little bit rougher.
Okay, we definitely attack it to the Law here, and then.
Hey, as much as I said this is a battleground for I don't want new players to be dissuaded. All right. This is.
True.
I'm not making fun of him. Just more of the situation that they found themselves in. All right.
Yeah, we're pushing a bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. But also, I also, as much as like an automated client of sorts is really helpful, people need to remember how to play on cardboard as well, right?
Yep.
So it is okay. I do not support making fun of it though. Just the situation, all right?
Yes. Yeah, we're making fun of the game, not people.
All right. Well, we're at 10 Dawn for Law again. We know the cards in hand.
Yeah, there's an empty draw that we don't know of, but we know it's like what, a Brook. That's all. So they have to draw
Brook and Otama in there. So like we haven't seen any Bonnies for Daniel, which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah. So there's one unknown and an Otama or a Brook. I think it's 1 2k, one of either, and then an unknown card. And it like unless that unknown card is Nami, exactly, or I guess maybe Curly, we're in trouble.
Yeah, if it's like a 5-drop restand law, then you're in trouble too, because I think you can fill board, attack with Luffy enough times, and then attack with it again.
Oh, true. I mean, how many cards in hand? We have 4 cards in hand.
We have 6 for now.
Oh, we do. Oh, he has it separated a little bit. I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just too much. I don't think. Oh man. Right, so what's the route? I mean, without knowing the last card, we can't know what the full route is. But just looking at the board, is there a world like we try to pressure the Yamato? No, I think not. I think it's just go for game, and if you don't get it, you just don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
You just lose. You just lose next turn. They have perfect knowledge of your hand. You only have 2 cards.
All right, we're starting with 7.
7 of life.
There's a lot of cards that could be in life that save you the game, and you get 2 chances at cards like that.
Yep.
Unfortunately, blocker does not work against Luffy if that ends up being one of the cards. If we see beige off this life into Luffy, we pretty much just win the game.
I think it's a beige. Oh wait, no. If it's a beige, you just hard send it on the. Oh no, it's a Shura.
Shura.
Okay.
All right.
So search with Shura first.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. And then, oh, get a 2K. That's huge.
Nice.
Now heal.
Yeah,
Right.
please heal.
That's the new emo.
Oh, please heal. Please heal. Oh, they're thinking. Okay. All right. All right.
I think it's because they're doing the discard for So they discard the 7-drop and now.
I'll never. Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's
we'll say it every time. It's fine.
It's fine.
The end result is the same.
And it's mandatory, so you can only get a slap on the hand compared to Yamato, where it's not mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have 2K, 1K, which isn't too crazy because we know that Satori just got it to hand.
Yep.
All right. This is an 8K with Luffy.
We have 5 Dawn. Did we draw Law?
I think we got restand Law. And if we didn't, then I guess we should have played Brook first.
Yeah.
Our 5 on Otama, baby. Let make it work.
Shura one more time. Dang, double Shura off the top. So we're hoping for 2K. And then restand Law. We eat another. We surely have another 8K. So we would need, 2 2Ks. Gets us there. But it's looking like we didn't get it. Oh, wait. Reveal that puppy. Okay, 1K.
Right, 1K. So it's just a free cycle. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have 5 Dawn. We top deck 1 card. Oh, did we get restand Law off the top? That's crazy. Oh, no. It's not. It's just
blocker Law. Okay.
Okay.
So we have 2 2Ks in hand. I think it's a Yamato and a Brook and an Otama in hand. And I think we just have enough to where we just put 3 Dawn under Shuras and attack triple 5K and then 9K 9K. Some world like
it just depends. I mean, if we can heal, we can pretty much clear board and heal up.
Oh, fair.
So if we have
that's true.
Yeah, if we have an 8-drop Katakuri in hand, we just play that and we win the game, or a 9-drop Yamato. But
what do you give up? Do you give up a Shura and then heal the Shirahoshi?
I'd probably do that. I'd probably put the Shirahoshi back in life, yeah.
Okay. These are free. These are almost free. Like you just 1 Dawn and you can clear both these bodies, which is nice.
Yeah, even without them, like Yamato just starts.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this table does have an extension from that ruling, so I'm just gonna turn the timer off because it has like an extra minute, I believe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna I'll adjust that for you guys right now. So it's at 5:30.
All right, we took the 9K at life. So now it's 2 2Ks and an unknown. I think we just attack 9 again.
It's tough with that blocker around.
They're thinking it over.
And again, we know some numbers. But that blocker law, because we have at least I think two 2Ks, a Brook and an Otama, so we need to get at least 9K worth of pressure.
So, is this a situation you have to go?
They're gonna play Enel, which is not the correct play. I feel like because you
have to.
It's better just put it on Shura.
Yes. Is it how much do you put on Shura though? I think you attacking?
I don't think you get. I don't know. I think you'd go. We know cards in hand, right? I think that if they had a heal, they should have healed this last turn.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the play was 100% heal with whatever heal card you had, and then attack 10Ks into both these the 6K bodies that would guarantee remove them, and then I don't know, attack one more time with your leader for the 7K or something, and then you would have been golden. But one can only assume that they just don't have the heal card.
All right, they're playing 200 million volts to boost, which adds Dawn math, right? So we're in 8K.
That helps. That leaves them with 8 Dawn to do what? You put 4 under each of these, which puts you at 6, double 6, 2K, 2K.
We're just going with 8 though. Oh, we're blocking.
Interesting.
So that must mean like the cards we got aren't helpful. So just put everything on. We have 8K more. We can go 8 with Shura. Or they're just baiting them to go all the way in, which I think they have enough to get out of this though.
Yeah, because they have double. We know they have 4K, right? So they just need 2 1Ks out of life.
I
or a single 2K.
I think we know that they have 8K. So maybe the cards from life were. I don't know. We'll see.
They went for it.
Is
2K, and then just 1 more 2K.
Yeah, that's it. That's 11 to the 10, and I think Law's winning this one.
Yeah, well, Law wins. Yeah. I can only assume they just didn't have the heal card. I think they.
Yeah, because if they had the heal card, then you just clear board and then just don't lose next turn.
Dang.
Yeah, and I think you just put everything underneath Luffy and you just go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's 10.
10,
so that's
and
16.
you still have a 6 and a.
Yeah, GG's. We show the cards in hand for people at home. We did have another Yamato. Oh,
he
man.
did have it? Yeah, he should have gone for it.
Should have just been safer. Yeah, that's too bad.
Because you could have cleared board. Well, maybe you don't fully clear board. If it was Yamato, if it was Katakuri, you 100% fully clear board because you can go 10s into the 6s.
Yeah.
But just the 9s, you're able to save one.
Yeah, so it's kind of what you get blinded by that kind of stuff, I think, and I definitely hope they take it as like a learning opportunity because it's tough. All right, despite a lot of asking, demanding, threatening,
rioting,
yeah, cars being turned over, we're showing off that half-breed who's playing on table 5 with Kin'emon, currently undefeated with the deck. Generally, I don't like streaming players who are streaming themselves. So, but I do want to show that exposure for them too. But so we'll go through this match. And if you guys want to continue to see his run, you can definitely go check him out. He's live right now on twitch.tv/that half-breed with a DAT. But we got some Kin'emon. I haven't seen Kin'emon in a minute, so I appreciate the opportunity to remind myself and you guys what this leader does.
And what does it do?
Let me just look it up real quick. No, so he has this effect that lets you play cards for cheaper, essentially. If you have 2 or less characters on board, you get to reduce the next cost, or sorry, 1 or less characters on board. You get to reduce the cost of your next one by 1. So, for example, that the famed leader, broken effect playing Okiku on turn 1 going second.
Yeah,
and he's got like you've probably I think this is like illegal to have 2 leaders present, but to represent that you've used your leader effect by flipping it over, I've seen a lot of people.
It's a very common thing to do now, especially you got started with the Sakazuki players, but there's a couple other leaders that have use for that type of note taking.
Yeah, okay,
Law, for example.
Note taking, you sussy.
Oh, he's using your dice.
Oh, there he is. There's the Eggman dice. Also, yeah, Dan Halfbreed doesn't need more Eggman dice and sleeves, but he sure is going to try his best to get them. So, there they are.
All right, playing the 3-drop Hina on the Sakazuki side. Cycling some cards. But this is Okiku on board, and not a lot of people like have experience with. Kin'emon was supposed to take over the format. It didn't. And Okiku was one of those cards. The turn 1 Okiku was supposed to be one of the power plays that this deck can do, because 1 Dawn, when attacking, you're able to rest one of your opponent's 5 cost or less characters. And so here we're gonna go. We're gonna put 1 Dawn under Okiku. Attack. It's gonna rest the Hina, and I imagine, like, I would believe that the play is just put off all 3 Dawn under Kin'emon and attack into the Hina. Hina's a 4K.
Yeah, Hina's a 4K. Yeah, and so it's funny because you're mentioning like, being able to rest the 5 or less on turn 2 is insane. Next set we get a leader that just says, "Do it."
True.
Welcome to power creep.
6K probably is enough. The Sakazuki has their 4.
But we can do a second Okiku with leader effect.
Busted.
Yeah,
that's busted. But all right, so anything Sakazuki could play is probably going to get handled. That's gonna be an interesting combo turns for Sakazuki here.
All right, but okay, if he's got Great Eruption, Rob Lucci, you clear a board and then you feel real bad, right?
True.
That or even like Hound Blaze gets rid of one of them.
Yeah, Hound Blaze attack into the other one, or no. You would have to attack first.
You'd have to attack first, yeah. So it's a little rougher, but
it's a little tricky. We'll see if they have it. Here's the.
Yep. There's part 1. All right, cool, sick. All right, I'm ready for the other one. Yeah,
right,
Hound Blaze Rob Lucci does a lot of work.
Yeah, attack into life. I would imagine. Here's 2.
Yeah, Hound Blaze. Yeah.
Hound Blaze that 1 away.
We're now in an 8K leader.
And then we attack into the other one.
Yeah. And there it goes.
There it is. That's so rough. We're thinking about countering out. Maybe the play is to counter out. Okay, no.
So, but that clears the original board, but it took some resources to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a chance that it means like a larger body can stick easier.
Yeah, that's true. It took a Hound Blaze and a
Great Eruption.
Great Eruption, but Great Eruption replaces itself, correct?
Yeah. So you
little feels bad.
It feels bad in the moment, but if that means your later cards can stick, then you're in a good spot.
Right, because you have less cost reduction in total.
Yes.
8K. Well, that was an 8K into a 5K. You just needed a 2K and a 1K. That might have been worth it.
You need double 2K.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Forgive Risu on the East Coast. He's had a long day.
Yes.
Plus additional.
Yes.
Additional things.
So yeah. So double 2K gets you out. If you have it, I think that's almost worth it, because now you're threatening the board for a second turn, and like in this scenario, getting rid of a brand new has its value, because you would attack with the Okiku, rest the brand new, and then attack it with your leader, and then just getting rid of good Hound Blaze targets. Or yeah, I think that has value. I think that's worth the 2 cards. 3, yeah, 2Ks, I guess.
Yeah,
3
it just depends if you have a follow-up. And Kin'emon also, it doesn't mind if you start hitting stuff on its board, because then you can start using your leader effect again. It's like a weird balance, because sometimes you play out too many cards and then you don't get the cost reduction anymore.
And then you're playing a vanilla leader, which we saw you know, green. A very common effect in green, apparently.
Yeah, seemingly so. Yeah, Uta for one of those matches, yeah, was very ineffectual as a leader, but yeah, it looks like we're going 7. If we're leaving,
thinking about it, I guess we haven't committed to it.
Yeah, I mean, if we have 4 open, that means we can play something like the 5-drop Yamato Secret Rare, which is quite nasty as well.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Is this when do we start the chess ruling where like you touch a Don, you move a Don?
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Oh, we're gonna take that 7 to life, and we take. Interesting. I mean, I guess Sakazuki. At most 4 life leaders are trying to get to 2 life quickly. I remember when I first started playing this game, I was like, yeah, the first 2 life is always free because I'm gonna take it and I want the hand size.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gonna use leader effect. Play. How's it go?
Okiku number 3. Okay,
That'd
just
be
Raizo.
wild. All right, we're gonna play Raizo. Raizo is if you have 2 rested characters when attacking, draw a card.
Yeah, that is correct. Which can include himself, so you just need 1 more rested card, which is quite nice.
He is a 4K, so you do have to commit a Dawn to attack him, but the ability actually doesn't require a Dawn. And we're gonna play Rosinante with the rest of our remaining Dawn. Not a Land of One character, but still really good. So if the board is somewhat safe to Rob Lucci, is when an interesting thing is, even though something that might trip people up is, even though, for example, if Rob Lucci is targeting both for KO effect, Rosinante will still be able to save the Raizo, even though they're both being targeted. Some games, if they're both being targeted, those effects get neutralized.
Yeah.
Not in this case.
Yeah, but I think it's a good, like, I see this in chat too. Well, yeah, Raizo has to be rested. That's the difference for it. But because that's how the Rosinante, it only protects rested things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting to see how far we've come for this card game, because it's not even a year old. Or most of these cards are not a year old, but being able to, like, some people who are new enough to not know that, or not know what Raizo does, right? A set 1 card, or how a set 2 leader works. It's a little funny, but also like really uplifting that we get more and more new people into this card game.
Yeah, that's fair. I do like. I mean, the One Piece card game I think is probably the most growing card game right now compared to all the other ones in the conversation, I should say. Not
even outside of the Bandai realm, yes. Maybe percentage-wise compared to the big 3 of Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and Pokemon. Maybe not straight numbers, but yeah, percentage-wise, I think so. But it's it's in a weird spot, I'd say. But definitely for Bandai standards, yes.
Got you. All right, so we're using 5 more Dawn, and our Raizo is at 2 costs. So is this a Borsa? No, this is just a Saba. Okay. All right, so we can, in an ideal world, we have either a Momonosuke that will be able to self-rest, or a Bonnie was an often Supernova package was also a thing that Green would run alongside all the Wano cards. Something that rest itself would be very helpful here.
Yeah, so probably like a Momo would be good. Maybe 8-drop Kid.
Oh, we
but
already
you wouldn't be able to put a Dawn underneath it. But I don't know, it's tempting to want to attack with that Raizu just to get rid of that brand new even.
Yeah, and we wouldn't get to draw the card. But I mean, we do have to apply pressure somehow.
Let's see, 8 costs Rosinante. You're right. That would be a nuts card right now.
Okay, going 8 at lead. Not gonna draw a card because we don't have 2 rested characters. So what do you think about this? This must be going at leader. There's no way it's. Oh, we're trying to. I mean, we have to swing this big to get over the Sabo. We're gonna 2K, 1K out of that. Nice. So I think mission complete.
Yeah, so maybe I think that block's fine. I don't know. Blockers in this matchup is different because they can rest your stuff very easily, right?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go. Now we're gonna go 9, and it must be. If you're being this aggressive,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you're trying to be like this without advancing your bow, but we're actually going into life. Interesting. Is there like, are we actually going to try to go for a game while not having? I mean, they're. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, 10 cost Doffy could be a play for next turn. Bait our opponent to attack a little too much, but I don't know. Interesting. Like there always is a concept of in card games where you have to play to win, right? And sometimes like
what a bold claim.
Like, but no, but sometimes you get into a position. I feel like it happens a lot in One Piece where people are playing not to lose next turn, but that play doesn't necessarily win you the game. That just lets you play another turn.
Sure. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And so going aggressive there and taking the life could be just one of those plays where you're just, all right, in 2 turns from now, I need my opponent to be at 1 less life. And doing that now gets me there. And it looks like we're attacking into leader and just 1, 2. Is Baby 5 a 2K?
It is. That one is. There's 2 Baby 5s.
Oh, okay.
That's like 10 babies.
Oh no.
But yeah, we end up playing the Rebecca, surely to get Hina back. We also have Rob Lucci in the trash, so if we didn't have that already, yeah, that's a very understated Raizo now. But I'm sure Rob Lucci, yeah, is coming down to clear that board too.
Absolutely.
Now this is the standard Sakazuki board, and it's a little scary now.
Yeah. And after losing double Ukiku early on, I don't think, and especially without any Momonosuke searches, we're just playing with the hand we have. And I doubt we've seen a third. Not that a third would probably help us too much anymore. And then we're staring out 2 blockers. We're staring down a Sabo and a Rebecca. Not that, Rebecca, I think Rebecca gets over. You can't Cat Viper it anymore. You can. And these are some.
You can EZO. You can EZO it, but
you can EZO it. Okay.
But people generally I don't think are playing Cat Viper, especially in this deck because you don't get the reduction for it anyways.
Right, because it has to be a 3 cost or 3 cost or more. Yeah.
Yeah. So with this leader effect, EZO is just as good as Cat Viper. Like it's the same cost as Cat Viper, and then gets the better effect.
Right. Alright, so we got how many cards in hand? 6, 7, 8 for our Kin'emon player. Yeah, apparently on this on Dad Halfbreed's run up to the Kin'emon player, they have beaten a I believe it was an Enel and a Sakazuki. So this is their second Sakazuki of the night. Green's just been in a rough state in general since set 1. I mean,
since Trafalgar Law left the meta. Because it's only hot, like it's mostly been paired up with other colors. Like Doffy was good, but it was green and purple in the Trafalgar Law. Green can do but well by itself, but it's never been, I think, tier 1 outside of like set 1.
Yeah, the set 1 was like the last time it was like just a pure green leader was good. I think it has the same issue as black, but even black had more relevance than green leaders once they've come out. Because I mean, we did see Rob Lucci's, we did see Smokers like do top events and stuff, but we haven't really seen. I guess Green Kid. I guess
Green
I'm
Kid's always been like not the worst choice, right?
Yeah,
but it's definitely gone up and down the ladder.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for Dawn for a 6K body already feels kind of good. Isn't that vanilla stats? Yeah, that's vanilla stats. Or without the counter, of course, but then you get a really good effect off of him.
I think he should have been a 5K. I think it's been
5
proven.
cost or a 5K. Okay,
5K, yeah. Or like, I mean, it could have even been a 5K because you can still use the effect with air door, right? So either that number, either cost needs to go up by 1, or power needs to go down by 1,000. I think.
Got you. That's fair. I mean, yeah, it's already a vanilla statted card, which is very powerful. I mean, vanillas are still. We still see purple Luffy's playing. What's the 8-drop 10K or something? I'm gonna say the wrong name, and
I think it's Urashima is what you're thinking of.
Urashima. I was gonna say Gamabunta.
I'll help you with that one. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're very. Yeah, don't take it take it for granted. All right.
I won't. Oh man.
All right, just the standard 5K swing in my mind thinks 10-drop Doffy's coming down.
Is that the card they run? Oh, and we're just gonna block. All right. Probably.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Yeah, because they're attacking to try to bait the block with Sabo, but recognizing that I think is fine. So Sabo is still active.
Nice. Did the leader shouldn't restand, right?
Yeah.
Was the leader? Okay,
yeah, okay, cool. They fixed it. Yep. Yep.
10 Dawn for Sakazuki. This Doflamingo probably isn't long for this world. I mean only 5. I'm counting 6 cards in the Sakazuki hand. Where there has been a lot of resource usage from the Sakazuki early game, to where potentially this Doflamingo can stay on the board. Now, on the flip side of overstated cards, I always felt that like Doflamingo was kind of understated. 10 Dawn for 10K.
Yes.
Doesn't feel right, especially when like the effect is solid, but when you're seeing things like, 10 for 12 Big Bomb, 9 for 10 Kaidos.
Yeah. I think he could have been, I don't know. I think it's more of they're like, man, Big Bomb should not have been a 12K. We're not going to make that mistake again, right?
That's fair.
But I would say either they made it a 10-drop 10K and it was free to everyone, or if they made it a 10-drop 12K, it would be restricted to a Doflamingo leader, right?
Got you. That's fair. And we see here perfect combo: attack with leader, not attack with leader, just an Ice Age into a Borsalino.
Yeah.
And maybe one more cost reduction was used there because
I think a great eruption.
It was a great eruption. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, because leader, without being able to attack with leader, I don't think we're going to be able to get there.
Yeah, I'll never subscribe. Like, I don't know. There is a part of me that like, how do you feel about lore affecting the balance of certain cards? Because like we see it on some cards, like 7-drop Enel, for example. For no reason outside of lore is his effect countered by a Luffy character being on board, right?
In a world where there's a lot of cards without flavor involved, I think it's in a good spot. So I think it can be kind of cheesy because like Buggy finds the same issue with like the slash character stuff, that it affects balance sometimes. But for what I like a little bit of fun in my card game.
I feel like I like, so that's a good example. For me, I like Buggy. I think that's a good way to put flavor on a card while also giving the card like a unique bonus.
Yeah.
Right? Being able to be like, hey, this character can't be hit by slash characters, and giving relevance to the attack types in the game should be like, is something celebrated and something cool that should like.
I think life's too short to not have a little bit of flavor to it. So it makes it it just gives more character to the game, which I think Bandai, you know this for Digimon, probably fewer people know this for Dragon Ball Super. Those kind of effects do exist in Dragon Ball Super, and it's just fun. It's just fun to, they're like, in that game there's like this whole archetype about like quote unquote like going to hell and back. So it's like, all right, put your card to the warp and then bring it back. Like it's just like they do a really good job at introducing flavor to their card games while making it as balanced as they can, which I think is really cool.
All right, we're gonna attack with Kin'emon for 5k, probably trying to bait another Sabo attack, and we're just gonna 1k counter. No, I agree with you. I just feel like with Enel in particular, and then the upcoming Boa Hancock, I think also has this. It's just I don't want my card to be worse just because you have another card. Like it's cool when it's like a cool bonus or a play style. Like for example, the 7-drop Luffy, the Dressrosa Luffy for black. His whole restand rest mechanic is sort of an anime reference. Like he had to rest for whatever and eat or whatever. So that's how you get the power out of that card. That's cool. But when it comes to like my Enel being worse just because you played a 1-drop vanilla Luffy, for example, like that, I don't know. I think I just don't like Enel. I just don't like that kind of nerf.
I get that. And you know, if we're in a world where this game had sideboards where you could just like side in the cheese card, it's fine, but with decks as consistent as they are, and it's harder for that tech to sneak in.
That's fair.
As long as you can, recognize it as part of the matchup, I think you're fine. But I get what you're saying, though, 100%.
Well, on the flip side, I'm an advocate for sideboards, but we're attacking with a Borsalino for 9. We take the life.
Like the same spot, like 4-drop Borsalino has his effect because of the anime, right? And so, but I know what you're saying. But like, I would rather there be more like story centered, like unique effects than less, I guess.
Than less. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Which I know is a very uncompetitive opinion, but again, you gotta have a little fun.
Yeah. I mean, still a card game.
And also for like for casting and for viewers to be like, wait a minute, oh, he has the one card that like
oh, that's true. I mean,
it does create hype as much as it feels bad for the person who's on the other side. Oh, for a competitor, for a commentator or for a spectator, oh, it's so much fun.
It's so good. I mean, I've been we've both been there where I like people hate it, but I sure love when the finals has a yellow deck in it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a fun finals to commentate? Oh.
All right, it looks like we're getting Rebecca on the board, get a 4-drop Borsalino, and we're just cycling through our cards. So, I mean, you get removal that way. We have 3 blockers up, so even though we're at 1 life and 3 cards in hand, I'd be very surprised if they had enough cards to get around these blockers. And only 1 card in life for Kin'emon, but a pretty sizable hand. All right, what are the chances of a 3rd Doffy?
Pretty high. It depends on how many you run, but we haven't actually searched at all this game or drawn extra cards. So we still have leader effect to like Ezo down the Borsalino and then try to go for game. There's only 1 life. No, but with 3 blockers, we'd have to tap down. We'd have to rest 3 different blockers and have both of these connect. With 3 cards in hand from Sakazuki, it's real. This is just an easy block with Rebecca if he attacks for 10. So I think you need to make your play and then attack potentially, unless it's another Doflamingo. I guess they could go multiple different ways.
Thank you, Yomi. Thanks for reminding me that I don't have the pairings up.
Uh-oh.
Called out by my mods per usual.
Oh no.
I know. It's awful. It's awful.
That's okay.
What a curse. What a curse.
All right. Attack. I think we countered out with a 2k. Interesting enough. I think that's the correct swing. And then, yeah, this is just going to be blocked.
Yeah, there it is. There's pairings. Yeah, we have guaranteed 7 rounds tonight. Almost like 99% guaranteed.
Yeah, this definitely looks like another Doflamingo.
But using the leader effect means it's probably not. Oh, we're playing the Kin'emon. All right.
Ooh.
Again, it's a set 2 card, so we might have to explain what he do. He gets to attack twice and has an on KO effect.
Yeah. The on KO effect's pretty good. I guess one of the few cards that lets you play from your deck, which is really good. I think there's only 2 cards that really do that. It's just the Sentomaru and this Odin.
Sentomaru was the one that I immediately thought of when you said it. I mean, you don't technically play Ohm from your deck, right? Or Ohm Holy from your deck, but it's pretty close to it.
Mm-hmm. And we play Monet with the rest of our Dawn, who is a blocker. So we're not just dead, or we're just not dead to big attacks, which is nice. But we do have a lot of attacks.
Yeah, we sure do. And I don't see that Monet played very often either.
Yeah, it is a Doflamingo card, so maybe there's a Doflamingo package in here with baby 5s. I think we did see a baby 5 earlier.
Yeah.
So rest up to. I always forget that this is technically a Don Quixote pirate. It just wasn't part of that arc, which confuses me.
Yeah, you're definitely the lore guy of the two of us.
And
I just gotta like nod my head and be like, oh yeah, you're right. And like, oh, I hope he's right.
Yeah, that's pretty bad because man, oh man, am I not perfect at that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know she was in Punk Hazard, but like I don't associate Punk Hazard with like Don Quixote, you know, like I get it, like you can go down that rabbit hole, and I'm perfectly aware, but like in my mind, it was Caesar Clown and the Harpy chick, and then we went off to Dressrosa and do all that other stuff. But all right, so we attacked twice, once with our blocker, once with a 7k. Looks like we counter out of both.
Well, so we only attacked once because Monet's on block rested the Borsalino.
Oh, okay.
So, which means you still attack with Rabalucci because it's the bigger number.
Mm-hmm.
And you can still totally go for game right now, but it's if you don't, there's a good chance you lose on the crackback.
Oh yeah, especially with the Odin, just double attack, and you only have 3 cards in hand. Ooh. This might be it. But you still have so much Dawn.
You do.
Do you play in 3 cards, removing a 10k and an 8k? I mean, you still have blocker, so I guess you're okay.
Yeah, I think with what this is, I think you just go for game. I think the only card you get like really punished by is
Pump Gibson would be
Pump
huge.
Gibson, yeah.
Does that rest your Sabo still? Is that rest 5 costs? All right. Going for 9.
Takes at least 3 cards out of hand.
It looks like we're thinking about it. I think we have to because it only gets bigger from here. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Here we go.
7, 9 with Izo, and a single 10 with Raizo. So 3 cards in hand.
Mm-hmm. So we need to get out of 1 more attack.
We have 8 Dawn and a 5 and a 6, so we can go 9 and 10. So here's 10 and 10.
All right, so 10 and 10.
Sorry. This is 9. This is 9. Yeah.
This is 9. So this is where I gamble. Like I look at my hand and like if I have the 11, I take the life and bait my opponent.
Yeah, but with this number, like you either strictly get out of you either have 2k, 1k get out of it, or you don't. Or I guess the event that helps you be a 3k.
Fair.
Let's see. If Garrett won, we'll go. He'll be our next match.
Oh, he subscribed too.
Yeah, that's why I can get paid out. Oh, we do have it.
Oh, we do have it. Oh, and we were playing the Yamato 1k
and 2k. All right.
So we get out.
Exactly out of it. And then I guess we just play like another Rebecca or Borsalino. Yeah, another Rebecca. Get another 2k from our trash, but these are some really big numbers. We have 4 attacks present on the board on the other side, so but all 4 of them have to get in is the issue.
With 3 cards in hand, that's very doable because these are still big bodies.
Yeah, we know there's at least 1 2k in there. And if they, I mean, they're top decking, right? What's the top deck?
I mean, yeah, it said in chat, Izo off the top, Yamato off the top will do it.
Yeah, but it has to be off the top.
Yeah, no, of course. All right, adjusting Dawn. There's got to be a real number that gets you there. We're going. This feels wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if we have 2K, 2K, 1K, then you need. I think this has to be right. You have 9K.
So assuming everything's 2K, you have 11K. So, and you need all of them to connect. So,
yeah, I guess so. So this is 9. Kin'emon will be able to restand and attack for another 9 if you
9,
keep
10,
that.
11, 11. I agree with 9, 10, 11, 11.
Yeah, I think that's better. I'm just not sure why you put the Dawn early.
Yeah. We do know that there's one 2K in hand, but it is Sakazuki. Sakazuki's probably sitting on an Ice Age or something.
Yeah, I think what was messing me up was just putting the Dawn underneath Kin'emon early. Because you should be putting 2 more there. So unless he's trying to like bait his opponent to thinking it's only a 9K.
Oh, yeah. Under the Odin. Got it. Yeah.
But if you get out of this attack, you cannot lose, which we do.
Oh, triple 2K. Dang.
Yeah, that we got 2Ks in our hand too. That's pretty rough.
Oh, man.
I don't think there's any way for you to win anymore. You just do not have enough attacks on board. Unless you top deck a Yamato.
Mm-hmm. Dang. So even... So we just had it then, right? Like, there's... With triple 2K was exactly what we needed to not...
I think we've seen that Rebecca's added 2 2Ks itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're just doing 9. Just block while we can. Yep, there goes Rebecca.
Okay, but we committed all the Dawn already.
Yeah.
We could still Izo. No, the replica's gone now. So it had to have to have been Yamato.
Yeah,
Yamato
I just
for 3.
block with Sabo just in case they're bluffing. Yeah, and pay 3. You get rid of their Borsalino, but you're still sitting pretty.
Got 2 Dawn.
Got 1 card left in life. And I think he's just given up.
Oh,
there's a 4-drop Yamato. Oh, jeez.
You dig. If you on like I think dang, and no, but that card has no counter. What was the last attack? The last attack was gonna be a 10K and we had triple 2K. No.
Yeah, and so
we did not have triple 2K, right?
So there's an argument to have taken that last life to help
That's
guarantee,
what I'm saying.
see more cards.
And then the Sabo would have worst case scenario, Sabo attacks for I believe it would have been 10K.
And with
you had 3K, 2K, so no, you lose, right?
No, we had 3K, 2K, 1K. Because we have a 2K counter, a 1K counter, and a 3 with the whatever card you get. So you would have been able to get to 11 guaranteed. But if they had Houndblaze, you would not be able to get out of it.
Fair. Okay, so you were just betting on not having.
Yeah, because you had the 3. You had the no matter what it was, you had the 0 cost event to use with that Yamato off the top of life, but you'd lose to Houndblaze essentially.
I think
because you could have gone to 11 with a 2K, 3K, 1K, and they could have gone to 10 with 4 Dawn underneath Sabo. All right, we're back. We're at table 1. Tyler White gets to be on stream again with that Sakazuki, but right now for undefeateds we have 3 Sakazukis, 2 Enels, 1 purple Luffy, 1 Zoro, and 1 green film Uta. So we've done a lot of Uta games already, but if they win, we'll go to the game next.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless they're against Tyler White, and then I don't know about giving Tyler so much screen time.
Wow, we're gonna take his journey all the way to the top.
Oh yeah.
So Zoro starts. Typical Zoro start. To Dawn on 2.
Not too bad for you. We got a film Gordon, which I don't see as often. That's more of like a set 3 or 4 version where you use Fire Fist, but without I don't think that's as popular, I guess.
Yeah, it's fallen out of favor, especially since Fire Fist has also is also out of favor, but the new Fire Fist is kind of good too, though. Like, it's such a clean answer for Rebecca's, and then you get to minus DP or minus power something else. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Zoro just kind of has an issue going down to 2 life sometimes to get the full effect for it, but it's fantastic for getting rid of, as you said, Rebecca's, and then giving minus 4k to something else and kind of getting a double clear like that.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna attack for 6, and we take it on the Sakazuki side. Playing a Hina just to be aggressive. I like this play from the Sakazuki. Zoro's gonna go wide, and Zoro's gonna put down a lot of little bodies, and you're gonna need answers for all of them. And sometimes you're just not gonna draw enough Lucchis. The cost doesn't necessarily become the problem in terms of removal. What becomes the problem is removal options or removal cards in general.
Yeah.
So almost your cost reduction cards almost become dead cards for the most part.
They do, yeah. And that's why like red was so prevalent, I think, for the first couple sets, because worst case, reducing the power of something means you can attack into it a little bit easier. In most other cases, unless you have a card to combo with it, reducing the cost of something doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, we're debating using the Sakazuki effect. Little Pokemon coin, I believe. Okay, we're gonna use it. Technically, we haven't used it until we've pitched the card, because it's discard first and then draw.
Yeah, if it was draw one then discard one, I'd be that's it. That's too much. That's the tipping point.
That's 60% of the meta now, not 50.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super. All right, so we pitched the Hina, which that's kind of where we want our Hinas anyways, in the grave. So looking good so far.
All right, Great Eruption just for cycle feels pretty bad, but I think you got to do it.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it's gonna be it's just a dead card.
Yeah, in this matchup specifically, yeah, everything's in range of removal anyways.
We want that life gone. It is done.
Snap, take it. Yep, going down to 3 cards in life. So, but for Zoro, like, as long as you're not losing, like, that is a second hand that you want available to you whenever you can.
Yeah, very much red. A theme for almost all the red decks, I feel.
Yeah.
Except maybe Luffy, but. Alright, so this is our 6th dawn turn for Zoro?
Yeah.
Yes. Right, because we started on 2. Just looking at the board. We got 5k Hina. Do we try to clear board, or we just go with the aggression plan? Because as long as our opponent doesn't draw like Lucci, that's so tough. Because you just don't know what their hand is. They get to cycle every turn. They're cycling all their cost reductions out to just purely get their removals. I guess we'll see. 6k at life or somewhere.
Wherever it
counter
was.
It either way.
Yeah, 2k out, and then 5 cost rush Luffy maybe to pressure the Hina or the leader.
Oh, that's true. This is round 5 out of 7.
Yeah, we've got. I mean, Zoro will still be in the final. We believe in our boy Garrett, right? But this is just
he is
quarterfinals.
He's a regional champion.
Yes, with red.
With red,
different flavor, but still same taste. I don't know. I don't know if that was good. Was that funny? Was that good?
I laughed.
I can verify that you didn't.
Well, you can laugh internally, like me. That's mean. Right. Hey, which Nami is there's so many alt arts for Nami nowadays. Is this the searcher Nami?
Well, the good news is that most of them are just a 1-drop from set 1. All right, even though there's like 6 printings of this exact card, you know it's probably this one.
Fair. All right, so we're gonna play the Gordon. We're gonna minus the Gordon, or we're gonna use Gordon instantly to minus the Hina. Oh, and play Rush Zoro and go into the Hina.
Yeah, it's not too
probably
bad.
removing that body. Yeah, because this is a 6k attack into 3.
Yeah, and
not bad.
That's fine.
That feels good.
And like Sakazuki, I think only has like 4 or 5 cards in hand, so they're not feeling great.
It does feel bad that we know, like we know that like we could attack into the Zoro character. get the minus on the Zoro character, and then just Lucci this whole board, and that might just be too much for Zoro. I know that the Zoro lists that I've been seeing float around are skewing very heavily towards like rush cards and getting like instant value out of your cards. Maybe they're playing a Marco or two to be defensive, but for the most part, it's definitely the rush game plan I see a lot nowadays. NBC Channel 2 jacket. I like it. I like it. And a dog. Wait, he's not playing. Oh, no.
Yeah. Dog is not in the deck.
Just got back from local. Someone on Uta went 4-0. We do have an undefeated Uta in the top 8 right now.
Yeah, 4-0.
We'll see how far they get.
4-0 as well.
Oh yeah, technically.
But yeah, most of the ones we see on stream, Uta's been having a bad day.
Yes, every single one we've watched has lost. Oh no, this is the exact card we didn't want to see happen. That's painful.
That's pretty nasty. Yeah, so that is a clears board, establishes a 6k body, and you're down to 2 life as Zoro.
Yeah, so we went aggressive versus my plan of trying to kind of resource starve the Zoro, and maybe that is the play. Just reduce the amount of attacks you need to go for game.
But if you have enough cards that say rush, though, you're still pushing them down pretty hard.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Oh, Disney sleeps. We get monetized.
See, we have 8 Dawn, so I mean, if we have more Rush Zoros, we can do some stuff. Rush Luffy also is pretty nice, but we're going with Brook.
Interesting. So Zoro, Brook effect, just to be aggressive, a 7k attack. This allows us to, force more cards out of the Sakazuki's hand if they want to defend their life. But we're just gonna take it. Looks like a trigger. No.
Yeah, and I've been seeing Brook more often played in these decks just because you just need another body on board most of the time.
And it's efficient power-wise, right?
Yeah, you don't lose any power for playing it. You lose a 2k in hand, but when you're Zoro and you're aggressor, you don't care about that too much. And then you get a big swing here.
Yep.
And,
buggy. Nice.
Buggy for 1.
We're still in the buggy package now in 2024. Interesting, but do we run enough options to get a hit? Looks like we did get a hit. It's the kick course. Nice.
Yeah. I've been seeing people run less events.
Ooh, 2.
Okay. Yeah. With kick course, I feel a little bit more confident of tapping out. But there's the
whiff that
was
hit. Inevitable a little bit.
Yeah, the whiff there.
Bummer, but I think we played buggy for the tempo and not necessarily to hit every time, especially since one hit. I think we expect the second one to whiff.
Yeah.
And so now we're in 9 Dawn. This is still a very clearable board for Sakazuki.
Isn't that insane?
Because everything's so...
with if you have another Lucci, like you just like...
Oh, that would just be
clear 2 things so easy.
Yeah, you don't even have to attack. But I mean, I guess that puts pressure off of your Rush Zoro and your Brook. But your hand could very easily be Lucci, Houndblaze with all the draws and discards you get, and then that's just yikes from there.
Yeah, but
before ever attacking, you remove 3 bodies. Oh, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, so generally the trade-off in this matchup is that, Sakazuki eventually finds all of its things, right? It essentially will find all of its ways for removal, but Zoro does not give you a lot of time to do that, right? So you have to find it essentially, right? Zoro forces that statement of I hope you have Houndblaze, because if you don't, I got a lot of 3 value and can double
instant value.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're gonna double. I believe that's double 2k out, -1 on the Zoro. I imagine that's attacking the character, but maybe we are attacking life. Houndblaze, the Zoro. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's hitting life at that point, because you know that.
Because you know it's gonna be gone, and we give Lucci the power.
Oh man, do we have another Lucci? Okay, poor Selena. Okay, I saw the 4 Dawn.
Tie relief. Oof. we still got a game. With 5 cards in hand, Lucci. I mean, we know Zoro still has a grip too. Maybe there's a defensive pivot possibly here. Maybe a Marco. Maybe, or it's all gas and no brakes.
The biggest thing is setting Sakazuki to 0, because Sakazuki's great at putting up blockers, but when you can have Rush Luffy, Jambe, generally Sakazuki doesn't have the counter power to get out of the big swings. It just prevents them by having blockers.
Right. Okay, so we Magura one of our buggies. So plus 3k. We're sitting at 6 now, 7 with the leader effect. So this is a big old buggy, Emperor of the Sea. Maybe this is. It's just an attack for a bunch of 5. Oh, we're going to 8 now, right? Yeah.
That forces 2 cards out of hand.
And that's definitely life. Because like you said, like we're just gonna set up for the what you said.
Yeah, the zero life, the Jambe or Rush Luffy to win the game for you.
The jambalaya gameplay, and we're gonna block and we're gonna let it go, which we're still okay with.
Yeah.
Because there is a world where we pivot this turn, attack into the Lucci.
I mean, if we have a Rad Beam in hand, there's no way we lose next turn, right? I think we just try to push them down to 1, so that 6 Dawn there. We can. This is a 5k swing with Buggy now.
Yep. 1 more card out of hand.
Right, down to
3 cards.
All right,
Fire
Fist.
That doesn't get rid of the.
Yeah, but the Lucy now is a 4 cost or a 2k.
Is it 2k? So do we attack into it? Is that the game plan?
I think we do. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we have to get the value, and we guarantee the KO here because that's 6-7. And we let it pass. We definitely don't lose here. That's huge.
Yep. Unless the Rush Usopp tech that chat reminds me of every week. It's finally that week for it, but I'm pretty doubtful.
All right, remind him one more time, please. It's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday. It's early in the week. Yeah, you can still remind me. There's an out. Yeah, that Fire Fist though. Yeah, again, like if Rebecca was on the board, it gets rid of Rebecca. Would have made Rob Lucci a 2k again, and that's an easy trade.
Absolutely.
Just way better, I think, in this current environment than the previous Fire Fist.
And it's like a meta-dependent thing, right? If Rebecca doesn't exist in this format, then the card is infinitely worse than the original Fire Fist, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, and as chat's also saying, like, yeah, the more if they find more Luccis, that just wins this matchup for you. But finding only one this deep into the game is pretty good news for Garrett.
All right, we're gonna attack Sakazuki. It doesn't really matter where the reduction goes, but we got 4 characters. I think we were just counting out.
Yeah, it does not matter. Yeah, because all of your removal hits all these things anyways, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're all 1s. So -1 on the Brook just to be. We're gonna Rad Beam out of a 6.
And I think that was at the buggy. I think he tried to Rad Beam
okay,
the buggy,
right.
yeah.
So we're just protecting the double blocker for the turn. Draw 2 cards. Pitch Kuzan. Pitch Great Eruption.
Yeah, but that's
two cards in hand.
Not a lot of cards, and especially since each one of these attacks can be 5k very easily.
Yeah, and I don't think. What's the correct math? I guess it depends on what your hand is, obviously, as well. And leaving the permanent Dawn under Zoro, not using the Zoro Dawn under Zoro, which is a little bit of a disgrace. But
we can make fun of Garrett about that later.
Absolutely.
You can at least. You can probably walk over
you
there.
can too. Don't worry.
Hey Garrett, I'm sorry. Risu said it was okay. What are you doing?
All right. This is one of those turns where you just think to yourself, there is a correct math that wins me game here.
There is, yes.
And
will I find it?
Committing to one is going to be the hard part. Because I think you just turn all your 1-drops into 5k swings, maybe, and then leave your leader for last. Okay.
Oh, this is 8.
Or 8, right from the beginning.
Yeah, I think with this you just have to, you have to block it, unfortunately.
Okay. Do you just, oh wait, do you make just all your bodies 6Ks now? You have the Dawn for it, right? You have 1, 2, you have 7 Dawn left.
Yeah, and
so maybe not all of these.
If they block out of it, all right, 2K out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just, keep doing these.
I like the 6Ks because then if he blocks, he has to give up a card to protect it.
Yeah, and it also means that again, if you remove both these blockers, they can't win this next turn either.
Yeah, exactly. This is the safest play. This is the safest route.
Yeah, because if you block 2K, I'm just putting everything in bugging and hitting Sabo again, and then it goes away.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then you guarantee don't win. Oh, we take the life. And then I think we just attack 6. He had. Oh, we attack. Oh, smart. Right.
7.
This is what you were saying. What I'm saying. Yes. Attack 7, and then they have to block 2K, which you're still okay with. Okay, they had the 2K. They got it.
It's a little risky though, because if you had like a Rad Beam, we don't know what's in Garrett's hand, right?
Of course.
I would have left at least one up just to pretend I had Rad Beam.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it gives them a chance to at least hit 10 and 11 to try to go for game.
Maybe the correct play was attack 5s then, and just out swarm the hand, essentially.
Yeah, we got 5 in hand. We know one's a kick course.
True. Maybe the play was to swarm with 5Ks. That would have given Magra an extra attack.
It just depends on what we have in hand. If we have, I mean, again, we know we have one kick course.
Mm-hmm.
If we just have a bunch of 2Ks and 1Ks, don't be afraid. I wouldn't be afraid.
Right. Okay, that's fair.
I think they're making the same decision. All right.
Is there a math? Yeah, is there a math that gets me the win here?
And make sure to at least put a Dawn in. Okay, yeah, we're attacking with Sabo first. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
11 here. Which means that we probably have Houndblaze.
Looks like we got math happening. Kick course.
Yeah,
okay.
Puts us to 8. Discarding. Yeah, Luffy, rush Luffy, yeah. And then
second kick course.
Oh boy. Okay, and we get out of it. So
but that's our Jamble.
And yeah, just saying GG, yeah. Yeah, no way to end this, no way to defend. It was a John.
And the last card is so nice. Oh, so even if they established blockers, that wasn't happening. Nice.
Man, I wish I was Garrett. He's got it all, don't he?
That was sick.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I'm like I feel like what you said is true. They just basically didn't give him the time to get to a second Lucci, for example. Changes the math a lot if we just saw a second Lucci. Or more Houndblazes earlier on, things like that.
Yeah, but that is it. So we know Garrett's going into our top 4 undefeated. Our other tables are still playing too, so let's jump into another one real quick. But congrats to Garrett on that one, and Tyler too. I think he did a really good job for that matchup. It was honestly pretty close.
For sure.
All right, Eggman's a fickle liar. All right, I said, you know what? These are the 2 rare decks. We've got Zoro and we've got Green Uta. I know both of them have just been on stream, but you know what? Why not?
Why not? This is an interesting match. The other match was Enel versus Purple Luffy. We did mention maybe watching Purple Luffy, but Enel is also something we've seen a lot of.
I've seen that matchup for 2 months. Also, real quick, it looks like their wires are connected. Oh, he moved a little bit, but just did you see that? Oh, yeah, he's fixing it.
Look at that. That's a screen cap right
One
there.
world.
What a small world we live in. Oh, chat, can you guys tell me what ads you got to watch? Because I want to know.
Let's see. Is Uta strong in Zoro? I don't know.
We will find out.
I mean, I could see the fight from either way. Uta needs to spend some time to set up, but at the same time, it gets more value on the cards that you play from it. So,
and if you fight for board, because you can play multiple bigger bodies per turn. So if Zoro tries to swing out with something, you have the answer on the follow up. Zoro has a little bit of advantage with attack or rushers, but Uta does have its fair share of blockers.
Yeah, I would say the only difference is that like Uta as a green deck doesn't have as much how do you say like resting as other decks. There it does exist.
Yeah,
but
sure.
just a little bit
could
less.
Be playing
so.
some Ezos, maybe, but
yeah,
and then the event as well, which could be relevant depending on how many of that particular event Uta decides to run. And like the I Am Invincibles, if there's a world where Zoro swings out with all their attackers, Uta can get some extra clear by attacking twice with the leader, getting rid of multiple bodies. I don't believe Uta is a slash, nor do I think too many of the film cards are slash, other than
I think Brook, yeah, which I only know because I know Mihawk works really well with that Brook.
Oh, really well.
From Star Deck 12, so.
And then I think it's like Brook, Law, and Zoro, which you don't run the Law, and Zoro has also been kind of hit or miss. I mean, some Utas have ran it tonight. We haven't seen this Uta run it, but we did cut in a little late on that.
All right, well, we're starting off with the best play from a year ago, Nami on turn 1. Finding a Zoro.
The classic.
The additional classic.
Mm-hmm.
And passing there. Probably best play for this deck is if you have a Trafalgar Law 2-drop. That would just let you get a lot of value and also can pressure the Nami if they end up attacking with it. And it's not the Law, but it's still a 2-drop.
I do like this. So this does have a relevant effect in this matchup. I believe it's 2 Dawn when attacking, rest a 2-cost or less.
Yes.
So you can start clearing boards with this chopper. So probably trying to go for that play for sure sounds interesting. We're going to attack for 7. I'll play Makino. Oh, Nami's going in. Rest Makino. Oh, this is going to be an interesting turn. So playing this chopper is going to pay out dividends this next turn because we're going to be clearing
quite a few cards.
Everything.
Yeah. I think, the chopper swing already, pressuring a card on board. And then, a baby number 5. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, because we did know. I did notice that this player was running some more of the Don Quixote stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I was gonna say the best turn 1 for the Uta deck is probably just double Searcher spell or Searcher event.
They help, but like they're not like you
still want to body
just get cycle, yeah. Because I mean the Searcher gets the Dawn back anyways, so it's not even using all your Dawn. But top card is an Usopp, which is just fantastic to play right now. I think they're gonna agree. Yeah, that's a fantastic top deck.
Or air quotes curve. I wonder if there's room for playing more. No, you're only green and you're only vanilla. Your only vanilla card for 3 sword style Yuri would be this Usopp.
Yeah, at least in film.
Purple Doffy or grape Doffy gets away with it because they also have the Baccarat. I believe is the 3-drop vanilla they get. The leader will. Oh no, leader doesn't attack the.
No,
the Marco KO'd the chopper.
Yeah, and then Marco got rid of the chopper there. So, we used to live in a world where that Marco was like the best card in the game. Now it's just okay.
We lived in a world where it was set to 1.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Nami was banned, right? Nami was banned from this card game, which is always just very funny to remember. But
that is a timeline.
Oh, okay. So we're using Backlight now, one of the new events from Star Deck 11. And it looks like we're just going to start pressuring down this Marco. Only like 3 or 4 cards in hand for Garrett. So just playing the resource train, which I think is the right way to do it.
And and on top of that, like with the chances of us having the event to protect it, but we have the card to counter it. But that's actually huge. Seeing another Marco go out and lets us play something small again without fear. Oh,
and so that's using Jambi's effect to revive the Marco, not combo with it or counter with it. But, and then a Bart, and then Bart effect to protect our
Usopp.
Usopp, yeah, keeping the Dawn there, yeah.
Yep.
I spent $70 to restand an Usopp.
It's gonna block too. Watch this.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, your Brook's gonna want to swing into it, right? But That's just very funny.
That's a whole blocker. All right, put the inaugural Don, doing the Sanji Don this time. Interesting choice.
This is going to be a quick 5K into Bart. Thank you, Bart.
Yeah, good block, good blocks. Go team.
All right, going down to 3 life is Uta. No trigger from the life. Big 7K. We might take this one too. It's a little expensive, especially in a deck that might have a hard time fighting 2Ks. Yeah.
No, we got it. Rush Zoro one more time. Attack for another 7.
And we knew that card was in hand because I was searched off the Nami.
Yeah. Which means that now it makes us feel real bad countering out of this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same either way. But I feel like we have to counter out of this going to 1.
Yeah, you can see Eric's thinking about it. Like, what is the actual value here?
Take it. Maybe we get a backlight to help start clearing this board.
Maybe, but man, that is scary news. Especially with once you're down to 0, you have to have like 11K of counter in hand at all times, because otherwise,
we know 1 Jambe's gone.
That's true.
2 cards in hand, we could probably take out 2 cards from the hand. If we have an I Am Invincible, we might be able to just clear board. Just depends. We're gonna go for 8 at
probably 3 drop Zoro. This would let us draw a card, and we could we're at the wrong Dawn totals. Okay, yeah, that changes it a lot. Right, because I think we want to play 7 drop Luffy if we have it.
Yeah. All right, so 3 for Uta.
No, playing Nami.
Nami, interesting. Okay. Search top 3 for film.
Yeah, just making sure 4 Dawn was used.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, sounds good to me. All right, we're gonna get we have the vanilla Frankie as well. Interesting, playing a lot of these vanilla cards, which, a lot of these vanilla cards do have counter, which allows keeps your hand full of counter potential. But on top of that, you need filler for the film effect. You don't want to whiff. We saw someone whiff earlier with it, and it just felt horrible every time.
All right, and we have. Yeah, this is probably safer. So yeah, 6K. We get I Am Invincible. That's actually really relevant now. If we want to spend it to attack again.
Yeah, and it did get rid of the Zoro. 5K at Brook, I imagine. Brook's gone. Oh, is it worth? I'm gonna tap 3 for blocker.
Yeah, 3 for blocker. You gotta make sure that you keep your life totals healthy enough. But you've got a pretty good hand, but I think Zoro has the pressure right now.
And I peeped the hand a little bit. Maybe they're watching. I hope they're not listening. But we're going to Fire Fist. This is the new one. We just saw it work its magic. Yeah. Well, we don't have enough. We have to be low life to get some of the secondary effects right on this Fire Fist. So we're just gonna minus the. It looked like the Uta.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was it's midnight kind of mistake or it might not even be at the Uta. It might have been at the regardless. Yeah.
It must have been the Usopp. I'm gonna go at life.
Nah, I think he made a mistake. Unfortunately, I think he's just like, this card can KO, and you're too high life for it. Unfortunately.
Understood. Then if your life has 2 cards or less, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 0 power or less. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But we are at 0 life. We're still in an excellent position. Even with a slight misplay like that, we're still in an excellent position on the Zoro side. 5 life still, or maybe 4.
Yeah, and it kind of just, I don't know, like Rush Luffy wins you a lot. Well, it's an Ezo, unfortunately, so that's 1 less draw and 1 less 2K available to you this game.
All right, we take the life. We went for life with that instead of going for the Marco. Not wanting to risk. No, I think you're okay with them pitching more, but Attack. You gotta go for game eventually. So leaving your opponent at 5 life the whole game is not the play. All right, we get a chopper out of that. Beef up our hand a little bit. We 2K. Oh, we 1K out of that, which that one was at the Marco. And I believe Garrett now has 2 cards left in hand. We need to leave up blocker. And even if we leave up blocker, it still might not be enough.
Yeah.
We're going 8 into Marco, forcing the event. And we let it go.
And then another Uta blocker, probably. Yeah.
Nami.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Do we have 15? I guess is the... Oh, well, that's not a non... That's a non-counter.
Yeah, it's looking good for Garrett all of a sudden.
And we are more than okay with just putting all 10 under. Oh, we're going to leave 1 up. So we're doing 14.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that is it. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Man, so many dead cards. Maybe we should have found a way to use these I Am Invincibles earlier to try to get some relieve some of the pressure.
Maybe, but it's a tough matchup.
No, for sure.
If you're, I mean, again, like, green generally would have like Eustace Kid to be able to go just a little bit harder, at least more pressure for him, but you just kind of, it looks like a bit of a slow start and not really able to capitalize.
Draws looked pretty bad, at least. There was 2 Doffys, 2 of the I'm Invincibles, and then
they're great late game, but unfortunately with Zoro you don't get there very often.
Yeah,
I think a 7-drop Luffy on curve would have made a world of a difference in this matchup.
Oh yeah, especially since it looks like they didn't have the second Jambe.
Yeah. Well, that's it for this round. Let's go to table 2 real quick. Give us one quick moment. All right, we have our finals for the night. It's going to be Purple Luffy versus Zoro. No timer added for this one. We started this round early, so there's one more round for people who are still in the tournament, round 7. And just both these guys are East Coasters. They're like, we want to get to bed as close to 1 as we can. So I will try my best to honor this. This is Zoro, right? Poll for finals. You guys have.
Everyone was convinced it's Zoro anyway. I don't even.
All right, go for it. Yeah, I think Zoro's gonna win it, but poll is open now. Unbiased.
I think Curry has won blue dice before. He's gonna win them again.
It's statistically impossible for him to not. I think based on most of my events at 128, I think either one person's going to bubble out from dice or one person's going to bubble into dice.
So they're not winner dice, they're top typing dice for these nice pretty blue gold ones that Curry has on the side there.
So for top 256, top 16 get them, so this is half the cut, so top 8.
Oh, sweet.
So if I do 64-person tournaments again, it'll be top 4 gets them. But I want to kind of keep it consistent and
no, for sure,
and that kind of stuff. Yeah, for 128, yeah, it looked like exactly top 8 got 6-1. So everyone who's X1 should get those dice.
Other than some funny business.
Yeah, which
turn 1 Nami.
Funny business indeed. Oh yeah, turn 1 Nami again. Best play from OPO1, best meta we had. Why would we ever go back?
I don't know. One day when we're feeble, we'll be like, man, GOAT format was set 1 with
I still say Ghost format is that November format that we had. It is still in my mind the best format that we had, at least because it's undiscovered.
Yes. No, that was definitely the best format to experience. Does it end up being the best format of all time? We never know, because it's like we never got to like live that format's life cycle, I would say. But it was a fun time seeing like what was trying to vie for the top back then.
Yeah. All right, so we ended up using the Brook and Maki. Oh, this is such a strong start.
Such a strong start. This is the same start he had last game.
I believe so, yeah.
Wow. This is just a best of one finals. This is just a Swiss tournament, just like most regionals. And for One Piece, we try to keep it more towards what actual competition would look like. So this is just the best of one.
Yeah, and since it's a Tuesday night, I can't.
That too.
I want to do weekends, but I feel like I overlap with like in-person locals and real events too. So I want to just have like these Tuesday night alternatives.
Yeah, absolutely. And most people's locals end up being like on the weekend or something. So I think Tuesday's a well-placed time slot.
All right, so we attack into the Nami, leaving the Makino around, which I think is fine with no other one-drop present right now. And then we play the Trafalgar Law blocker just for a blocker in case like we need to get out of an attack kind of thing.
Just to stem the tide, but we will minus the Law blocker, making it very ineffective. Oh, we have the Robin on play, one drop KO. Was it 1K?
Garrett is exhausted. He's like, I have like 10 minutes before I pass out. Either I win or lose. We're getting his 10 minutes, and that's real intimidating.
That watch he has is actually just a countdown. Oh man, this is just gonna be such a fast game. Next turn, he'll be able to give the Makino into the Robin, and then go for another 2 big attacks. We are countering out of some of this. Maybe we do potentially stem some of the bleeding.
Yeah, man. If this finishes before round 7 gets fully paired, that'd be very funny.
That would be very amusing.
We might do like table 2 if that happens, but also like Risu can also just leave because he's also East Coast.
I'm here. I ride to the end.
All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dons. So yeah, attacking 5 in the Brook, and then
play Queen.
Magellan, Queen. Yeah, Queen's fine.
Yeah, Queen. I don't think we care about Magellan. Zoro. I think with Zoro we're perfectly fine with. Okay, -1 Don. That's fine.
Yeah, there goes the Magellan. So earlier, he made the decision of, do I get rid of the Nami or the Makino? Obviously, Nami has a better chance to attack. But now that we've established another one-drop, Makino is your best friend again.
Oh, and yeah, this is just going to be another aggressive turn. Haven't seen any Rush Zoros yet, so maybe we are letting off the gas pedal a little bit. But last turn we did do a removal play. I wonder if we regret that now? Potentially could have done it. No, it's only -4K for that Fire Fist. So.
Yeah.
That was the perfect target. So Makino, give it to the Robin, 1K. We're going to add another.
So it has +1K from Zoro, +3K from Makino, making it a 5K right now. And you can use 2 more Dons, so this is 7K.
Yeah.
Nico Robin.
I think that math's right. Yeah. Because Robin herself is a 2K, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, because she's not a vanilla.
No, right? She's a 1K. She's a 1K, 1-drop.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 + 3 + 1 + 1. All right, going down to 2.
All right, we're just going to do another big attack, trying to force this blocker.
Yeah, and then either like double buggy or like the Dawn.
Lock, okay. Ooh. Oh, and then we're going to...
Gatling. Okay. Yeah, with another Magellan that we don't need anymore.
Smart. Use it, efficient, if anything.
Oh, she's a 2K. Sorry, I literally have the card up. Hey, I'm not on the East Coast, but I can be tired too. All right, chat.
I was accepting that maybe you were talking about the counter power and was leaving.
Risu, you had such a chance to make a fool of me, and I appreciate you taking the high road. Because I'd be on that low road all day.
Yeah, in what's it called? What class was that? Yeah, I want to say acting, but it's not acting. It's the other one where you like you make it up as you go. What's it called?
Improv.
In improv, they teach you not to know your partner too much. So after I tried correcting you once and you stuck on it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make up my own world where you're right.
Why won't more people just subscribe to that idea? Just Eggman's right sometimes. Just get over it, even when he's wrong.
It's fine.
No, it's fine.
What do we do? Yeah, Polly would be great for like attempting to get through.
Yeah, because you could pop like the Dodon. Okay, well, okay, Makino, we've learned the lesson.
Yeah. Which, honestly, it comes out to the same thing anyway, right? Because Nami could have just attacked that turn previously, and like, I think the difference between KOing the Nami and the Makino ends up mathing out to either the same or in Nami's favor, or that in either that KOing the Nami was better.
Yeah. So we got 7 Don to work with. Obviously, again, like Polly would be the MVP right now. You'd be able to get rid of the Dodon, ramp 1, probably attack Queen into Robin if you really are scared of it, and just kind of go from there.
Yeah, I think you do always use Queen to attack here because getting rid of the body is the equivalent of as to blocking the body. So you're really just playing the get rid of attacks on board game. And we're just gonna
I would have attacked with Queen unless they're just thinking that
they have all the counter power in hand.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a decision, but I don't know if it's the same decision I would have made.
No, I definitely would have attacked. I think the logic is sound in which getting rid of the body is the same as blocking it.
Yeah, so it just means like he doesn't think that Robin's going to be powerful enough to attack this next turn, which is maybe true. So I don't hate it outright. It's just again a decision.
Yeah. No, that's fair. All right, we're gonna counter out of this. It looks like double 2K. Yeah, Caulifla and the X-Drake.
Just those 1-drops are so scary because the Magura or Makino, they are large attacks once again.
Maybe here's Buggy. Search out probably a Rad Beam or just another Kid Course, same thing. In fact, I don't think I've seen have we seen a Rad Beam out of Garrett? I think we've
seen Rad Beams, but we haven't seen guard points yet.
Got it. At this point, I think you're just on 4 Rad Beams. I don't think you're ever on guard point anymore unless you're really worried about a counter power early in the game, which is not typically when you're using it anyway. Oh, this is a big Dodon.
This is 8K, I believe.
This is 8K Dodon, and we're gonna block, and we will counter out.
Yeah, 2K,
with another.
1K.
No, this is a.
With the get jack.
Gum.
Yeah.
Oh, and then play Gordon. If we need to start removing everything and anything.
Yeah, and like Garrett's at 5 life right now, so you really don't care about them having to hit your face. You're not losing this next turn.
All right, so we do have this kid on board at least now. We've established kid, so we're playing with 1 extra Dawn if we get there with it.
We also have 9 Dawn, which means Kaido could come down right now too. Could get rid of another body that you're scared of, maybe Gordon or Buggy.
I think Gordon is the one we're most afraid of in terms of like getting rid of our blockers. Because we've already seen the combo once. It's not too far off to expect it again. Yep, Kaido.
There's the Kaido.
Right on 9. So we're seeing some of our removal on curve. Not seeing Poly hurts.
Yeah, but like Kaido only getting rid of a 1 cost feels real bad, doesn't it?
Oh, for sure. And it's not even an attacker. You're doing that as a pure defensive play. And not if we're gonna attack with this queen now, that just feels wrong.
Yeah,
I mean we have to attack life eventually, but
yeah.
If we were gonna attack with this queen, we probably should have done that turn prior, but attack face 1 more time. Put our opponent down to 3 life. Now we are representing game on board with 3 life and a blocker. So that's a good sign. Maybe Garrett just doesn't draw rushers and we can see ourselves countering out. Garrett has, I believe, 4 or 5 cards in hand, especially after the refresh from taking life.
Yeah, so not a lot. Like Garrett's been pretty greedy. I think just playing out cards outright to apply pressure, but it's been working so far. Yeah, obviously putting a Don and Zoro per usual.
Yep, using the Sanji Don.
2 life though for Purple Luffy, so not a non-trivial amount.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely need to connect. If there's not. It's hard to go for game here. It's possible, but it's not really guaranteed. and then you almost there's a world where you lose the crackback if you do that. So we'll see how that goes. All right, this is 8. Oh no, this is 9. 8. Sorry.
8. Yeah, I've taken that pretty quickly. So down to 1 life for Purple Luffy.
All right. 7 down remaining to distribute to your attackers if you want to do that. All right, Brook going in for 6. Brook will. Do we just block? Well, we know we're running Marcos. We know we're running. What is Garrett's end game here? Maybe if we take this, we're afraid of Diablo Jambé.
Yeah, maybe. You have to be going down to 0 life in this matchup is very scary.
Mm-hmm. You have to know you have it. All right. Oh, we're just gonna block it. Not even defend out of it. That puts us off game next turn unless we play another Kaido. No, another Kaido is not possible. All right, Fire Fist. I imagine the Queen attack. All right, Robin into the Queen. Kind of have to counter out of this. Maybe have to is a strong word. Oh no.
You have to. No, you're right. You have to. Oh, no answer.
Oh no. And then play Brook.
Oh,
2 more. Oh,
this
so
is
aggressive.
7. Do we play Blast Breath? And again, like you can go down, you can use all your Dawn. I don't think you're afraid. Yeah, with 3 life, 2 cards on board.
3 life. It's beyond comfortable. You just use it all. Pressure as many cards as you can.
Yeah,
and you just say pass.
Jambé just wins you the game if you have it. Rush Luffy does, no matter how many blockers they establish, and I don't even think they can clear board.
No, there's no way. We needed a little bit more. Definitely, we needed a little bit more removal spell or removal ability. Like some polys would have been great.
Yeah, I think Poly would have helped at least establish a little bit of a board for it, but without it, you're in a...
That one turn where we could have gotten rid of the Robin probably would have been better, but we made the decision not... Then we made the decision to attack anyway, which feels also bad, but I don't know. There's just so many ways to think about it.
Yeah, and maybe... it looks like they're presenting 5 Dawn for some place, so I guess, another blocker, but... I mean, it makes them have to have it, but it's so easy for them to have. I feel like that effect. Yeah, clearing board, which is cool, but like I don't think is great when. All
right, kid.
You can't even pressure for game next turn either.
No, he's just giving it up, showing his hand. He knows it's over. And then he had the Jambé. All right, well that's your Garrett takes it.
Yeah, Garrett is able to take it with the help of some aggression, and Jambé winning himself a box of OP05 and the bigger prize, the OP Eggman dice and Dawn sleeve. So happy he was able to get that there, and honestly, a really, really fun event.
Yeah, it was really good.
All right, here's our bonus final round, I guess.
Game.
Bonus game.
Technically a bonus round, I guess.
Yes.
Depending on how you look at it.
Yes. So we get that started up. This clock is mostly accurate. I am not in a position to tell them to not start, but it's going to be Green Uta versus Enel, which if we saw that match today, it's been so long that I've forgotten. It means I think Uta lost because Uta loses on stream a lot.
Uta lost every match.
I think it's lost every match that we've shown, at least start to finish. But,
yes.
But maybe this is the difference, right?
There was one where they squeaked it out with an invincible, but
yes, but that was like we joined it at the end, right?
Right.
But for this one specifically, I mean, both players are X1 right now. This is table 2. Winner is going to be guaranteed some Eggman dice and top 10 or 10 Dawn sleeves. Loser will probably not. So some big stakes, to be honest.
Huge stakes. Those dice look sick. They're marbled. They look marbled,
like ocean marble is what's kind of going for. But we're playing the sky, not the sky, the Big Mom Pirates version, but maybe not enough because that pudding did whiff, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a little gross. That's hard to see. That means like we bottom deck some dogs.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You got it.
I have a bit and I know how to run with it.
I appreciate the bit.
We did attack with pudding, take the first life, and then we just attack with a clean 5. I always appreciate when people attack with their searchers early. Just get the extra value, swing the card stakes by 2, if not 3, when you consider the attack that goes into them sometimes.
All right, we're using our Uta effect to look at the top card. It's a 7-drop Luffy, and oh no, that is a Charlotte Cracker, and we have more life than them. Life. Yeah, 4 to 3, so that's kind of scary.
All right, I think the play is, unless we want to play something on curve like an Ohm, maybe a Gadatsu. I think it's just put like 2 or 3 on this Cracker and make sure it connects. Yeah, here we go. 2, we're taking the double attack, no trigger. Second attack, no trigger. And then 7, just stack up the aggression as much as we can. All the cards in hand that we just gave them, let's get rid of them now.
Yeah, and it's wild to see them with like 12 cards in hand and struggle on a 7K, but unfortunately there's not a lot of 2K combos or counters you get for free. We're using the baby number 5 and Izo, which I believe that's over countering by 2K.
I think it's hard to remember. I think this is the searcher one, which is just a 1K.
No, it's not. It's not.
I'm pretty sure so they're just trying. Either they have a lot of Luffy's in hand, or they're just trying to protect those 1Ks because they're pretty important for some of the combo plays that film does.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. I'm pretty sure that's the 2K. Yeah, it is the 2K baby number 5.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so they had to over counter even with that many cards in hand.
That's interesting. Just prioritizing the 1Ks you potentially have for aggression or something, or it's just a lot of events Uta does, like their songs. They tried to do a whole singer archetype with her.
Oh, we got a part. Okay,
nice.
Restand our Usopp once again.
All right, paid $70 to restand an Usopp. No, that's a good quote.
I'm if anything else, I'm happy that happened during this tournament.
We need to write that stuff down. That's good. All right, we're doing the 2 for the Bart. No.
Okay, we're gonna get rid of the Charlotte Cracker.
Nice. We won't have to deal with that pressure again. And a couple more Dawn for the Bart to protect our Usopp. Or maybe we just establish and leave the Usopp sideways. I don't believe Bart is mandatory, right?
I don't know. It's not mandatory. So I think I think in this case we're okay with leaving it open, especially. But we have 2. Yeah, we have 2 Dawn, so or 2 life left. So maybe like a Gadatsu can kind of punish this a little bit.
True.
Hard to say.
All right, pudding going. Oh, we're just being aggressive.
Oh man. Yeah, this pudding's upset that it missed. It's going hard.
It's getting its card value one way or another.
All right, 2K, 1K with the Izo Brook.
All right.
That means this Bart can attack into the pudding now.
That's true, but it wouldn't be able to restand something. Wait, I guess that's a moot point. All right, 6 cards in hand. Hopefully we don't whiff off of this. Is this going to life or into the pudding? I would imagine.
Let me read.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, Bart can't stand itself up. I'm like,
oh.
Where's the cheese play of just resting Bart
fun
to restand itself?
All right, we're gonna use the searcher spell or event to just get a Zoro to hand, cycle it, because we play that searcher spell so good. Are you planning to have a deck list out tomorrow afternoon or sometime later?
Within the next 12 hours. So I don't know your time zone. I can't guarantee before the afternoon, but I can guarantee in 12 hours.
Guarantee. Oh, do we get
It'll
to
probably
play
be
Luffy?
less than 12 hours.
Nice. Yeah. Ooh. We get to play the Luffy and play the Zoro combo this turn on curve. Well, yeah, no, this is on curve for Uta, which is good. going into our 9 Dawn turn now, is Katakuri gonna put the Luffy to the bottom? That bites.
Yeah. Katakuri loves seeing that 7-drop Luffy come down because it's like, oh, cool, great.
Goodbye. And we're gonna attack 6 into the Barto. Okay.
And now we're at this really optimal life total of them at 3 and us at 2. So if they hit into our life, we go down to 1, and then Yamato can get rid of that Zoro.
Oh, that's too good. So we have to. Do we start letting them cycle the hand? It's always that's like always the biggest decision point is when do you start trying to chip away at the Enel hand? Because yeah, the life that like causes them to cycle a hand a little bit, but they do have to pitch stuff, so they could be pitching things they like or put them in. Oh, goodbye Zoro. Rest in peace. All right, so now we're not worried about Yamato KOing our Zoro. We got another searcher down to make our deck a 48 card deck, which is again busted. Barto, we find the Barto, but we probably not worth it to play this turn, especially if, like we've said, we see a Yamato coming down. It's kind of gross. We just lose it for free. Looks like we got a big turn plan. This is 8 Dawn we just represented. 8? What's for 8? Oh, it's 7. Oh, do I not know how to count? Oh, and then we get to play the Namis. Tap 1. Oh, there's 2 under the Uta. That's where I missed the Dawn. And we got a Brook. So keeping our hand full. I don't think we've whiffed any Utas yet, or Uta effects, leader effects yet. So we've been able to stabilize at this 3 health total. Unfortunately, Yamato will punish our Nami, but yeah, we still got a card out of it, so it's relatively like you just kind of roll with the punches. Yeah, Gadatsu, even better. Not even, depends on how you want to consider it. Going to do an empty 5 at lead. So counter out. Leader attack. And where does it go from here?
Yeah, sure. Hoshi there getting rid of two non-cards in hand, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. 7-drop blocker Luffy, again, outside of Katakuri, is kind of hard for them to get rid of. You got 6 cards in Uta, which is pretty nice. Also, shoutouts to Eric. I don't think I've said this out loud when thinking about it. His cards look to have like a film reel on them, which is really...
I wanted to mention that too.
Yeah, it just never came up.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't think... Oh, man. It's so fitting. I love it.
Yeah. And I think we're doing this 5K to pressure the idea that like 7-drop Doffy's coming down. Or 10-drop Doffy, sorry.
Yeah.
Because we can attack with Luffy here, and then I mean, they're going to 2K, 1K out of it.
Yeah, but it gets cards out of hand, which is nice. We got to get those eventually, and then we do the 10-drop.
Yeah, I think
which
10-drop
not
Doffy.
optimal, but we don't lose on board, which is very nice.
Yeah, it's still not too bad of a play, and then if we have a second one to follow up next turn, we're in a really good spot.
Oh, absolutely. So, and then we represent 3 attacks. We have to have 3 attacks land. And Enel is looking at 4 cards in hand. All right, Gadatsu going in. 7. Luffy, 1K out. Ooh, Yamato. Doesn't KO anything, but does change the math a lot. Another 10-drop would be huge.
Yeah, it would be. We'd get like a lockdown. From there, we're going to go 10-drop, I guess, into life.
Yeah.
Oh, no, into category. All right, so not another 10-drop coming down. Confirmed.
Or maybe there's a world where we were trying to bait something we shouldn't have. 5 cards in hand, we still want to... At that point, no 10-drop means we can try to get our Uta effect. draw another card, get us back up to 6, which would be huge.
Let's see. Also, Garen chat. Thanks for running the event. Well, thank you for winning the event, so I know where the box is going. So it's a little bit more peace of mind.
Right. Make sure you post what you pull. I want Eggman to know that he had
manga whatever. Just pass it along.
Draws the Nami off of the attack here. And
gets rid of the Gadatsu too.
Ooh, that's good. And then we attack our life.
That hurt. Sparrow is a little bit intimidating, but I'm thinking we got another Luffy play potentially.
And especially, and it's gonna be a Nami. Oh no, tap 3.
Yeah.
I'll play Nami. Okay, we're trying to search for an Uta.
Yeah, Uta blocker would be good.
Maybe a Brook blocker.
Yeah.
5 cards in hand. We're looking at 3. Maybe we pull out a 2K. It's definitely a hit. Oh, yep, get the 2K. Our last card in life is a Luffy still, so potentially pretty good. Oh, we still have a Bart in hand for the Luffy restand, actually.
Yes.
Forgot about this.
Yeah, because we played one earlier, but we have another one. Yeah.
Yep, and then
so we can Uta and restand with Bart.
Yep. Maybe there's a world where we're playing the When the Wind Blows that restands all our film characters. 2 Dawn for 3 Dawn. All right, 2 Dawn for something. What's our plan? Okay, there's the Bart, and then 3 Dawn for maybe Usopp. Or an event. Ooh, what is it? Ooh, Nami one more time. Bart. So just representing as many attackers as we can for the follow-up turn. We know we have at least 1 2K. And I think that's the only open information of our hand right now. I think we've played every other card we've revealed. So, and now kind of has to win this turn. Or maybe not has to, but another Yamato would be helpful. Gets rid of a Nami. But we'll be staring down Nami, 10 drop, 7 drop, or 7K Luffy.
Yeah, this is why like Uta can potentially be really good against Enel, is that they tend to have a rough time against these wider boards.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think they're just going for game now. So this big 9K.
Yeah.
Not as impressive right now. We know the last card in life is dead because it's a 7K.
Yep.
All right, another 9K.
So we're just going 9, 9, 11, which we know
like it. Yeah.
Probably not gonna be enough. We know there's 1 2K, so we just need another 2K and a 1K.
Yeah, I mean we have a Luffy blocker out too. It's a little obscured by the screen, but it's
right.
So I don't think we're losing this game on this part, but you're for sure intimidated.
I guess the question becomes: we take this hit, and then we're afraid of the 11K. Oh, okay.
Nah,
interesting.
I would have taken the hit and then block if they try to go after.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. I mean, what they can. It's fine. I guess either way.
Either way, I think you're right. I would have tried to math that out to see if I could counter out of like block and then counter out.
Yeah, but leaving that Luffy as their last life, I think is smart because it would be a good play this next turn if you were feeling like a little aggressive. But getting rid of the Bart is nice. Mm-hmm. We could have like some Thors in hand. We're just pretty much telling you, I guess you have to have the good numbers now, right? And we'll see if they do have the good numbers.
And Nell has 3 cards in it. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Nami, do we Nami effect or do we want all our Dawn? Okay, that's the 1K.
Yeah, we want all our Dawn, yeah. But I would have liked to
is
see
it another
7.
10 drop? 10 drop would be nasty.
Oh, yeah, another 10 drop, you're right. Yeah, I think would seal the game.
That play does give our opponent a chance to play another Yamato. Oh, we are taking this life, though. Is it? It's beige. It's beige.
It
it's
is.
beige.
It has to be. Has to be beige.
Pitch a 2K though. So. Oh, that does make it a little rough because it would have been cool to attack for the 10K right here, right now. But we got it out of the way. We didn't commit any Dawn yet. We can 10 drop and we'll be fairly safe next turn.
Yeah, but it's not looking like putting it 4-4 and 2. I mean, the alternative is that we have the I'm invincible, right? That would allow enough swings. Unless they were smart enough, and we don't know what they chose, right? It could have been Uta. If they were afraid of I'm invincible, they could have chosen the Uta. They did.
Oh, they did.
They did. Okay, they are aware.
Oh, okay. Oh, and then we attacked the Yamato. So the beige was so that was smart. We play another Nami. That's not good. Oh, there we go. We at least found blocker. And that should be, I mean, 10 million volts does wonders to this board.
It does.
2. Oh, for...
Oh, just getting rid of their... Yeah, I think that's just the better card.
Yeah.
Make sure that they... Okay, get a Thunderbolt, sure. Which means it's probably the only hit they got.
Which is pretty good. And we only have one real attacker. I mean, we could go 7-8, but I think we haven't even seen the 2K that we know we searched earlier. What did we get off of the Nami? I don't remember. I don't even... No, we got the Uta blocker off of the Nami, I remember.
Yeah, it has to be 7-8 or... Alright, it looks like it's going to be 6 and then Yamato to heal.
Yep. We know we have the 2K. Yeah.
Yeah. And another Yamato.
Pretty nice top deck.
You've got so many good cards, like so many cards on board that unless you have this like super perfect life, I think Uta's in a really good spot here.
Do you think you just... Is there a word where you just attack 3 times, 3 Dawn, 5, see what happens, and draw 3 cards essentially?
With them at 1 card in hand, I think we do 2 like
6s.
I don't know. We can do 7-7-7,
and just go for game instead of trying to like max value.
Yeah, I think we do 7 here. I don't hate any of this. I think there's just a lot of numbers you could do. Yeah, okay. With that 5K,
and it worked out in our favor anyway, and we didn't commit the Dawn either.
Yeah, 7 with leader first to play around another beige. All right, that's a Doffy, which is a whiff, but that's okay. All right, they take the card from life, discarding a Thunderbolt, which we knew was there to go down to 1. I think this is where you just attack with Doffy, but even then, like guarantee set them to 0, right? And then see where the cards lie after that. Oh, looks like we're going to I'm invincible to restand. Okay. Which I think is fair. Attack one more time. Get the value of that card out of your hand. That makes sense. And then 10 drop. Yeah. Yeah. Just we have an Enel drew blanks. But even then, not going to get there. So Eric going X1 with green Uta, guaranteeing that top 8 finish and some brand new Egman dice. Nice. Congrats to him. And bigger congrats to power, us to be able to go to bed, baby. Woo! Yeah! Damn it. Damn it.